In ancient history, a war between the newly created races of Toril and the forces of Hell left humanity nearly extinct. In the post-cataclysmic world, humans placed themselves above all others, while races deemed undesirable watched from below. Ferox, a newly created race intertwined with beast and elf, were regarded to be even more monstrous and were forced into servitude. During the war, the gods and goddesses gifted unique arcane artifacts to those fighting against the Hells. These items turned the tides of war and brought forth brand new schools of magic in the form of the mage class. Alas, magic and hope fade from a world on the brink of destruction. Our hope now lends itself to a select and unlucky few.
Hello, and welcome back. We're here tonight with a very special episode of...
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Just once I'd like to do the intro without being interrupted, but that's okay. I feel like that's like your quirk. It's just like interrupting me every time that I start to speak.
Oh, this was.
We're good.
Excellent. Alright, anyway, there's nothing that special about this episode. I'm sorry. But it is another episode, so like, hey, we're here. So, you can see everybody's here. Announcements, we will be streaming again next Saturday at 7 p.m. So, staying on our usual schedule for that. We'll also be streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m. A super duper fancy, slightly darker, grittier themed one-shot from Maddie. Players in that will include myself, Audie, Pat, and Cass, so look forward to that as well. That is going to be super duper fun. Other announcements.
And tech.
Yeah, Maddie's tech. Sorry for being a little late. We had a couple of tech issues, but everything's running now, so I mean, that's really all I can ask for. We're getting even closer now to running not just a end of the month one-shot, but a entire mini campaign, courtesy of Audie for a system designed by her professor entitled Wildlands.
It'll be fun. It's a little critter RPG for ages 12 and up, so you can play it if you're a kid, you can play it if you're old, you can play it if you're in between.
I'm gonna be an otter. I'm so excited.
Yeah, her otter fights with an anchor. It's pretty neat.
Actually,
But I'm already enough.
what?
Nothing. I won't be playing because I work Sundays. And
Rip.
I'm lame.
You got a big boy
Yeah.
job. It's okay.
I agree.
It's pronounced a little bit.
What? With
But
what? I've said multiple times.
Other announcements. Be on the lookout for other bonus streams coming at you soon, because I believe we're going to start getting back into maybe one or two like middle of the week streams, so we can hit our second stream month goal. Anyway, other announcements. I do not believe we have any other than Pat text Ellie, even though she's closing tonight. She goes every Saturday.
Nah.
Regardless, yeah, I believe that's all the announcements, unless somebody has something
Cass
they'd like
got
to
her
say.
haircut.
Yeah, Cass got her haircut, and now it's super short and also really cute.
I've been planning since December. It was already dead before I cut its life support, so it's not that big of a loss. The head doesn't hurt as much anymore.
That's good. Anyway, we good to go?
That's
Yeah,
a
I think
yes.
so.
All right, then without any further ado, where we last left off, the party, having completed its work in the temple down south, decided that it was time to begin heading back out. as they exited, we cut to Arwen's sort of meeting that they were having as they collected the second orb of the Ferox gods. They pulled Syl in for a little bit, in which Syl got a lot of very confusing information, and then Arwen proceeded to misconform him further, generally confusing him and sort of fucking the whole plot. But, anyway, the group proceeded to head home. There was not too many interesting encounters on the way home. The group was able to finally get some honesty about how Lucian was feeling by getting him drunk enough. You guys rescued a dryad and brought her home, so now you guys have a dryad, so you can add that to the collection of NPCs that you've collected.
She's always up in the garden, so.
Who said I was going to
We
stop?
in-game make a trading card game with all of us.
I don't stop coming in the middle.
That's,
I want
did
Rex.
did you mean literally the first battle royale? Oh yeah, stay tuned for that coming soon. That's gonna be fun.
But yeah, we're the right level.
Yeah, that'll probably be happening within the next, I'd say probably the next 2 months. So be excited for that. I just have to print out the character sheets for everybody. Regardless, the group made a quick detour to the Clouds Peak Monastery, where T called home. You guys got to see a little bit of the history that helped build T into the very interesting individual that she is today. You guys got to meet several people from her backstory, including one that Arwen got along very well with.
What was her name again? I wrote it down, but it's not in the
Nia?
notebook.
I'm nicknaming her Gadget.
Nia.
Nia.
Sonia.
We also met a caravan along the way.
Yeah, she met a caravan along the way with an incredibly hot, I believe it was an elf?
Half
Half
elf.
elf, yeah.
A hot
With-
half elf gave us a fire necklace.
Yeah, I was going to say, with an incredibly hot half elf who sold goods in wetted panties everywhere that he went.
Calm down, cut.
Upon getting back to Baulder's Gate, however, oh yeah, there was also an awkward conversation between T and Lumina, Lucian, honest. It's like a Mad Lib. It's a fill in the blank.
What does X?
Upon returning home,
You have so many little flips.
T was reunited with Rose Lily and was greeted with a very cute scene between Rose Lily and Colette as they were sleeping after a study sesh. T also got to meet some of Nyx's and Colette's and Melanthe's friends, Oblivion and Noxus, as they sat at the bar and drank with her. Fen reconnected with his drow friends before heading off to bed. Arwen reunited with Luna, got off to bed. Kai walked in, saw Kat, saw Bastion, pissed himself, went to the bar, and then eventually was reunited with Kat, though I believe there was some RP you wanted to do.
Still got a girlfriend.
Still's relationship with Nyx heated up a little bit, but at the same time also just like got real cute instead of like one night standy. So man, just the platonic aspect of romantic relationships, you love to fucking see it.
It's like those memes where it's like, I'm horny and confused.
It hurt itself in confusion.
I have a heart on. Heart.
I have a heart on my heart.
Who knows? Maybe still has two hearts as well as two souls.
Too much
Both of
cholesterol.
them have heart murmurs, but they're at different
What the
points. So
fuck?
this equals one normal heartbeat.
Not what I expected.
I love that. I want that for a character now.
No, Still just has two hearts inside of two souls. Me as the DM.
I learned this very.
That's like, so do you guys proceed into the warehouse? Is that just like a person who, instead of turning into a wolf, turns into a house? It is now!
I also learned something very important.
Can you imagine that? Just like, enemies incoming. I got this. So,
Get that bitch big as
I was
hell.
just saying, just your magical ability is in like 3/4 of a second. You just go from like 5'4" half elf to like a 2-story Cape Cod with some really nice stone front.
So,
Is
The
it like
neighborhood's a
feather
little
boat
bit of an
with
odd
more
choice.
elite?
What's that spell where you can like make
A feather into a
Tiamon's
boat?
hut or whatever?
Oh, like
You
Lehman's
just-
Tiny Hut, but there's
yeah.
also Mordekainen's Marvelous Mansion, where you just like 100-room mansion. All right, let's go in. And then it's well, but yeah, but then as soon as everybody walks in, it folds in on itself and goes to a different plane. And then 8 hours later, when everybody takes their full, or actually no, I think it's like 12 or 24 hours later, when you're ready to leave, it just opens back up. You all step back out, and then it disappears.
Yeah.
So
We just go into a little hidey hole. for 8
that's
hours.
what we in the D&D world like to call glamping.
oh my god.
I have never been so offended in my life.
Good.
It's better than
So-
golfing.
I learned a
I think I
very...
like it.
No, we're past that.
So, in case you guys were ever wondering...
Do you kiss your fucking boyfriend with that mouth?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Yes, yes, so.
XD.
So, like, because my notes, like, don't make any rhyme or reason, I remember I have the necklace of fireballs, which has 7 beads, and I also have a scroll of fireballs, so I have 8 uses of fireball I can use at any time.
Julian's no longer welcome in our possible future apartment. He's like,
So I
lawn.
went from support to AoE now.
I can't hear you.
I said I went from support to AoE now.
Hey, you did it. Moving on up in the world.
Hey. Oh,
Maybe I can no longer carry Kai.
What?
So,
What did you say? You son of a bitch. Anyway, where were we?
Punching snakes in the
We
throat.
were basically just like, guess
Where
who's
is
Snakes
a
in the
back?
snake's
crowd?
throat?
Yes.
What?
Where is a snake's throat?
Yes.
Think about that.
The question is, where does it wear its bow
Where does
tie?
it end, though? What?
Where does it wear its
good
bow tie?
morning, everybody.
Fuck
I walk downstairs and eat breakfast.
oh, we're playing D&D.
It's just Phil and Owen having this conversation at the bar.
Yes.
That's their breakfast conversation.
Yeah, that's how all conversations with Arwen and Sil start, with Arwen with a weird question.
Everything's fine.
So,
I mean, it's a question.
You all come to consciousness,
Did you know?
Unfortunately for you.
and you may the day is yours. You wake up and on your various positions. T, you are you and Colette are both kind of snuggled up around Rose Lily. It's still fairly early in the morning. Sol, you are in bed, or god damn it, Sil, you are in bed with
You'll get it right eventually.
That's right. Honestly, if I say a name that like starts with S and ends with L, or starts with V and ends with L, I've named pretty much 75% of your PCs and NPCs.
Yep.
So
It's easy for my head.
I almost
it's
think that-
Valerixia. Anyway, Sil, you wake up. You wake up. So you wake up next to Nyx. Wake up next to Kat. Fen, you wake up
I wake
underneath
up
your
next to
bed.
Nom.
Then you
I'm just kidding, I
So you wake up next to Nick,
He-
Bunny, and you wake up next to Nick's.
I mean, he ain't straight. But anyway, and you wake up next to Luna, and all of you come to consciousness. The day is yours for whatever you would like to do.
Good morning, everybody. I'm assuming we're all in the tavern area now eating breakfast. That's what I'm doing. Except for Kai.
Indeed.
I want food with our lovely ravenous dragon friend, Riv.
Yes. She's starting to get a little bit too big to fit through the doors.
But she's still in there, right?
We're just gonna have to start bringing breakfast to her.
Yeah, exactly. Or
You can actually you went up to your room late enough last night where you did not notice this, but there is actually a in your bedroom that has the 4 beds there. Because there's now 2 floors of bedrooms, and then main room, a main floor, and then the library. On both the library and on your floor, there is like a large, probably 30-foot radius semicircle balcony off of it that has sort of like a glass window protecting it from the elements, but it looks like the same sort of material that the roof is made out of, and Riv actually can just kind of come in through there.
she has her own little owl window.
Yes, and so as you go down to breakfast, she'll kind of make her way over there and
Cool.
just kind of fly down to the entrance.
She'll enter through there.
Because at this point, she's probably about
Large.
Tall.
you nailed it.
I imagine 5 feet tall, maybe?
I'm
No, she's at least 7 or 8.
I'm checking right now.
Like, I feel like it's like the horse size.
So, is there anything that anyone would like to do first thing this morning?
I would just get up and do my normal like meditation and training and wait for
And
Lil
feeding your
to
child.
wake up. I would wait for Lil to wake up, and then
You eat
we would go to breakfast together.
Yeah, I'll just wait for everybody and then be like, all right, it's on the docket for today. We have to talk to Melanthe. I remember that because she's, she's one of
I gotta
the
go
whole
buy
match.
some shit.
Yes, I would like to do that too. And at some point we have to talk to the council.
Does anyone mind if I do a thing with Cat first?
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead,
usually
Kai.
do?
Have fun. We'll be down here.
So don't you usually do?
So, sleeping with Cat, and then once we wake up,
So forceful like a cat.
I was gentle.
Yes.
I want to give her the fancy rifle thing that I bought, like when we were on our way to the place.
Fancy rifle thing about it.
I wrote down rifle
The pepper
and in
box?
parentheses pepper box. Yes.
Ah, right.
Remember
I
we-
forgot.
on the way there.
We ran into a caravan on the way there that had significantly less hot merchants, but yeah, I bought her a rifle to use for parts.
That's how Kai reads merchants. On Yelp.
So we saw two caravans. Which one are we talking about? The hot one or the normal one?
They had a storm Solganasi.
Good
Didn't
for
say
you.
they
Doesn't
were
mean
a
they're
hot
hot.
They have fire ganassi. That's literally hot.
So yeah, they'll wake up.
done.
I imagine spend a little time together talking and cuddling, and then he'll just be like, "Oh, I got you something on the way there," and I imagine he kind of probably tucked it under the bed when they got there, and he'll hand it to her. Bad at talking.
Who knew?
Also, if you were
You're doing
curious,
fine.
if you peek over here, you can actually get a look at what a pepper box standardly looks like.
Oh, cool.
It's not a spice. Go.
Are you done?
Oh, what did you did you just hand it right to her? Or did you just say first that you got something?
Yeah, I'll say like I got you something, and like he's reaching under the bed for it.
Oh, should I have gotten you something too, or
No, you
I
can
feel
travel that I know of, and I'll hand her a box. Not just like gun. I got you something.
Pointed directly at her, safety off.
Aim for the skies.
oh shit.
Uh-huh.
This was probably really expensive. You
Uh-huh. Sugar daddy who? He doesn't say that.
I mean,
wow. You really didn't have to do that. I feel like you're spoiling me a bit. I feel like I definitely should have gotten you something. This is like not something you can standardly find in the city. Well, not true. Zenom had one a couple months ago, but it was like 1,500 gold pieces that it finally sold for, so
So you like it?
I really like it. Did you mention that she can use it for parts or no?
Yeah, like if you don't want to use it as it is, you can use it for parts or
Oh,
whatever.
absolutely not. I can honestly probably modify this to be like even more useful. Maybe work with Zenom to get it enchanted a little bit, but like my gun is very bulky, so it might be nice to have something that's a little bit more accessible and like a smaller thing, or something that's like a little less conspicuous, because the Oculus is just kind of like looks over the corner where it is, and it's like as tall as she is. It's it's actually just been recently modified, so it started out being 1 barrel, and now it was 2, and now it is like 3. It is like a bright golden barrel, and then like a silver barrel, and then kind of like a bronze brassy looking barrel coming to that all just kind of like seem to like spin around. It's like the barrels all together are probably about this thick and like a triangle. Like it is a fairly large gun, but it looks like it is only getting bulkier and bulkier, and it's just like yeah, it's probably good to have something a little bit smaller.
Well, I don't really know anything about guns, so I'm glad you like it.
I mean, I could show you sometime if you wanted to learn how to like
Yes.
shoot. Yeah.
In his mind, he's not even picturing learning how to shoot. He's just picturing like, when somebody helps someone learn how to golf, he's just picturing that.
Oh, you're picturing like let me help. Hey, let me help you with that pull shot.
Let me show you how to make this pot.
What's that movie, like Ghost of You or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly what he's picturing. So she's probably like, oh, he wants to learn how to shoot a gun. He's just like,
He just wants to be the star of his own rom-com.
yes, exactly.
Hard cut to like military style, like aim.
What's that?
Slapping.
Beholder killed
That was me
Fen,
getting
but
really
Ava,
excited.
So it's fine. I don't actually know what that means.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Nothing to do with D&D. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it, Kat.
But yeah, no, I can absolutely teach you how to shoot sometime. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be. I know you have a lot of magic, but aside from that one sort of shooty spell you do,
Guiding bolt.
yeah, you don't really have a whole lot to like protect yourself. So it might be good if someone ever, tries to threaten you, and I'm not there to kick their ass.
Yeah, just immediately daydreaming.
Thinks about Cat in that half plate armor.
He's been gone. What has it been, like 2 months?
Yeah.
Yearning.
But yeah, thank you. I'm actually probably gonna start working on this today. You got any plans?
I wish I didn't,
I was
but
making a joke I was shifting away.
yeah.
Oh well, I'll meet you back here tonight.
Okay.
Alright. Breakfast? Hell yeah.
If that's all I wanted, we can.
Go head down for breakfast. I'll have to mark that onto Cat's page.
I think you only paid $1,200 if I recall, which is a pretty good deal.
Remember? Oh, let's look.
But I think you bartered it down,
She's like, oh, this is expensive. I was like, that sounds about right.
if I recall correctly.
I think you might have gotten more than one thing and gotten a discount.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But anyway, so what is everyone doing down at the down as you all get to breakfast? 5 of you are eating. Riv is eating alongside you. Let me check who is out there as well. Twy and Nox are both already downstairs. They appear to be going over a large deal of papers. Fen and Arwen you are able to recognize. About 60% of them are still papers that you guys returned from the Necrophage Crystarium with. Because you guys brought a fuck ton of papers. They have like they have one of the tables that's like about probably about 6 feet across and probably about 20 feet long, and the entirety of it is covered in papers. As the 2 of them are sitting there working, there's a few that you don't recognize though, as they're just kind of like pouring through stuff. Gav is also downstairs working on a letter. And Rare is just kind of sitting at the bar talking to Sandra.
I think you got it for much less.
What are y'all doing?
Determining what
I
my
would
goal
head
total
down with
is.
Will, and I'll just be
you might
like
have gone for
asking
like
her how her time was while I was
800.
gone.
Because I'm at
Oh my
like
gosh,
1400.
it was.
And I took less treasure than some of you guys did. Sorry, we're just.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I got to hang out with Sandra a little bit, and she's like super cool. You know how much magic she knows? She is like the cool. Well, no, she's not the coolest. Colette is the coolest. We like studied and practiced magic and stuff every day. I've gotten like so much better at doing things now. Like, you know that thing that I did that you were probably kind of mad at me for when I like disappeared and reappeared and all of a sudden I was outside the gates?
Yes.
Yeah, I've gotten like really a lot better at that, and I can actually learn how to like control it now, so I don't just do it randomly. That's probably a good thing.
Yes.
But yeah, so the last a month, maybe a little more. I don't know. I've lost track of time. But the last month, Colette has been going to work at the palace and the academy pretty much every day, and she started taking me along with. And I've actually started to sit in on a few of the classes there, and I don't think they normally let a lot of people like me into those classes, but the one professor came and started complaining to, I think her name was Bellin, something like that. Anyway, was complaining to them, and then Colette came in, and Colette threatened to stab them and then throw them out the window. And then I was allowed to stay for classes, and it was great. And I also help Colette whenever she's like working and stuff, and she like teaches me magic while I like help her around her office. It's like super cool. I had like so much fun, and yeah, this is actually really great. I'm glad that we're here now. Yeah, I'm glad you're home too. I missed
You're cool too, Mom.
I missed you. And then she like runs up and just kind of like hugs her waist.
I'd grab her back and like rough her hair. I'm glad you're having fun. Make sure you don't get into trouble though, as you're right, they don't usually let our kind up at the
Oh, I think I think I'm pretty good. I've only really had one. I mean, I made a couple friends and stuff, and I know Aqua now, and she's really cool. And I know this other girl, Knight, and she's also really cool. And Rare's also really cool because I don't think they let people like Rare up there.
There's a bug. It scared me.
I don't think they let people like Rare up there very often, so she kind of like looks out for me and stuff. And then Colette's sister Gab is one of like the prefects there, and she's also really cool. But yeah, I've made some friends. There was only one thing where like this one kid like I was trying to like pick on me and stuff. But I think Colette saw it and she came up and she poked him on the forehead. And then he started floating and he floated all the way up until he was on the roof. And I think he was there for like an hour. And then Colette finally let him down. But he didn't pick on me again after that.
That's a lot.
All right.
You nailed kids.
Don't
No, like.
Don't do that yourself. I'll have to talk to Colette about that one. After breakfast, I managed to stop back home and I grabbed some of your things. I have them upstairs.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to go through them. How is everybody?
Everyone good? They
How's
all
Nia?
say she's becoming more like me every time I see her.
Well, that's good.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's bad?
She's started drinking
That's...
This is fun
more
things to
than
tell your
I
child.
used to.
I don't... How much did you use to... I don't drink.
6-year-old trying to comprehend
Yeah.
alcoholism.
She spends a lot of time at the corner inn now.
That's...
Funny juice.
sounds like a fun place to be.
I think it's
Not
over her
in
head.
excess like she's doing, but it's
So we're gonna
you'll
call Yield
understand
Child
when you're
Protective
older,
Services,
and I'll
right?
just like pat her head. But she missed you and checked in, and overall seems to be doing all right. And everyone else misses you as well.
And nobody else is alcoholics.
miss them too, but... Do you miss them?
In my own way.
Do you want to go back?
Someday. There's no rush on it. Enjoy your time while we're here.
Would you be mad at me if I said I didn't want to go back?
Right now I understand. When you're older and you've learned all that you can from the academy, I think it's best that we don't stay here. This place can be dangerous for our kind.
But what if I want to be like... I don't know, like Gab or Colette and be here and be an example to people like us and make things better?
But could you also imagine coming back to the monastery and being able to train people so that they didn't have to run away from home, but they could learn back at the monastery?
That's only for people... What about all the people who are here who will never make it to the monastery?
If you want to be a part of the rescue guard, there are people that bring people back to the monastery.
I don't know. I just see a lot of our people, Ganassi especially. Fuck off my cookies, little bitch!
I'm sorry.
Don't say that's a cat.
Come back over here.
I just... There's a lot of Ganassi like us here who I don't think would ever make it to the monastery, and I can't help but want to help.
No,
Okay.
where to go?
You can't help them all, but there are ways that you can help.
I can try.
One person can't do what you're setting out to do.
Well, then either I'll get friends or I'll get strong enough where that's just not true.
Hopefully by the time you're old enough to be making those decisions for yourself, it won't matter anymore.
Damn, are you my mom?
Got it. I hope, but I want to do all that I can in the meantime. That's why I'm training so hard, and why I'm glad that there are people like Colette who realize that I am still just a kid, but, you know, that gives me a chance to still, I don't know, find stuff that matters.
Do what makes you happy, but make sure that Don't forget you're still a kid. Have fun.
Oh, I
play
still have
some
lots of
games.
fun.
Don't always have your nose in books.
My ears are twitching. What'd you say?
What's wrong?
Or you look like him.
I still have lots of fun. Autumn was teaching me how to play the lyre.
You have to show me sometime.
With that, she kind of
He's like, instruments are like books.
let's say she books with strings.
You know what you
Got confused, sorry.
And just imagine somebody needs to draw just Gorkazad just like popping up out of the woodwork. Just
The funny thing is, people watching have no idea why it's so funny for us.
It's okay,
regardless,
we
that's an inside joke. Anyway, with that, she kind of like runs up and like jumps onto one of the stools up at the bar. Next to Rare, as Rare kind of like also tosses her hair, and Sandra sets a mug of non-alcoholic apple cider there that she's begun keeping in stock solely for Rose Lily. Not that she would ever admit to it, but she is.
I'll join her in the bar sitting next door.
Gotcha. So, is there anything the rest of you are talking about for your plans for the day?
I'm gonna go to Zen.
Yeah, so I agree we should go shopping. I'll go whenever Sil goes. We have to talk to Melante. It'd probably be easier to talk to her sooner rather than later. Council can wait. And also I'll just ask, I'm gonna go over and ask Twy and Nox how they've been doing with, like, the notes, but I'll let, like, the group know that's what I'm gonna go ask, and if anybody wants to, like, find out if they've found out more about Chernobog stuff, they can, like, come with me to talk with them.
Let's do it.
Walk 5 feet over.
I have one more question for Rose Lily. Have you picked up your dress yet? No? Alright, we can do that after breakfast.
That face!
I need to go to Zenom first, but we'll go afterwards.
Okay.
Everything she told her before we left was just like,
Who are you again?
That's kind of you.
So, Twy and Nox, hello, it's me, Arwen, and wait, this is Zen. This is Arwen. And whoever else decided to
Are you
walk
having an
over.
identity crisis?
A little bit.
I mean,
I
need
mean, I
more
had
than
an
Sil.
identity crisis when I first came into the city. Now that I'm reverting back to this, it's confusing me.
Sil's definitely having one.
You can really see yourself in me, which is a problem.
what do you mean,
for
two
me.
Sil?
I like pry open your eye, see myself in your pupil.
Help.
Anyway, sorry. I imagine we have that weird fucking exchange in front of them.
That's
I don't know
fine.
who else
I
follows
imagine
with,
it as
but
well.
I couldn't help but notice you're poring over the notes again, and there's some new things. Did you find out anything else?
Not just yet. This, man, in Undercommon, Twy just, like, goes over the notes one more time and looks up at you. This Chernobog guy is real fucked up.
What does that mean?
You don't,
So
don't say.
Rakanaja means that's fucked up. I'm like translating different.
You don't say.
But
Wakanaja! Is that
good,
right?
good, very good.
You can only say it like that.
Please teach me Undercommon.
Yes, of course, we can all
And
teach
then,
you.
from Nox, he's kind of the one who's looking over a lot of the new documents. It's just, we're also trying to look over everything that we have. I'm trying to see how the fuck Nendrith plays into all of this.
Oh,
Because there's just,
that's
there's,
crazy. So,
yeah, no, there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle, and I'm not sure about, like, half of them.
in Undercommon, I'll like be like muttering in like in like that kind of tone, because just in case anybody in the bar speaks Undercommon, because I forgot to tell them. By the way, don't freak out. So you know those masked people, the Black Rose. So yeah, they're working with her too, and they found, and apparently Lolth is real and she exists, and they like dug her up, and they're gonna try to kill her, and then the guy is gonna try to take over. No big deal. Figure I should fill you in on that because my grandmother's part of that. Forgot to mention it. Went away for a month. Came back. Remembered to tell you.
Question at the table. How many PCs know Undercommon?
They're not at the table.
I'm
they're
talking to the two Undercommon NPCs.
I'm
They're at their own table. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Wait, so the Black Rose guy wants to be a god, or Nendrith wants to be Lolth?
I think the Black Rose guy wants to be a god, but knowing my grandmother, she's going to try to double cross him and like try to be the god herself or something. Or it's a big trap because she's really fanatical and then she's gonna kill him. I don't know. But then we also kind of found out along the way while we were at the Sand Temple place that maybe Lolth wasn't actually originally so terrible and maybe something made her really bad.
Got you. That's... I mean, I guess that explains her getting rid of the iconography of Lolth down there and kind of like replacing it with like family crest iconography she's going for. So it sounds like she's trying to do the whole god thing, which, I mean, I don't really love Lolth, but at the same time, like...
Don't really love Nendrith either.
Yeah, I was to say, Lolth is kind of like just this thing that I've always been told is bad, but I've never actually seen them do anything bad, whereas Nendrith is like doing a lot of stuff that's bad, and I feel like giving her more power would just like increase that exponentially.
Yeah, so that's the thing we gotta worry about.
Yeah, that
And
doesn't
I
sound
told
good.
I forget the man's name. Maleficar, I think is his name. I don't know if that name rings a bell to you, but I told him to because we're doing sort of the enemy of my enemy is my friend currently for them, but then we're gonna give him the old switcheroo at some point. But I told him to watch out because Grandma's crazy.
Got you. Yeah, I mean,
Oops.
they don't, the Black Rose doesn't sound necessarily like good news, but I mean, if they're trying to take out your grandmother, then like, you know, by all means, I feel like that's probably a good step.
And they haven't like done too much bad to us yet. So
Alright, well,
keeping that on the back burner. Figured I'd fill you in since it's pertinent to you guys and your history that we both sort of share.
yeah, well, if you need us today, we'll be here, because this is, there's just a lot of stuff here.
I see that. And then we're just gonna switch back to common. Well, anyways, good to catch up. We are going to be shopping if you want to come shopping at all.
I think we're good for the moment, but, if you pick up anything nice.
I imagine it just sounded like
Who's saying
scary
that?
grunting. And then
Nox.
he's like,
Oh, how's your arm, by the way? It's
Oh,
been about a
it's-
month getting used to it.
Yeah, it's, I mean, not bad. You see, it's actually like, at this point, like, it takes you a little bit to realize it, but because it's actually like maybe a tinge off with the pigment, but other than that, it almost seems like perfectly colored to his flesh now. And he's like, yeah, it's I don't know how Wisp does what she does, but it's really impressive. And I mean, like, if you know it ever breaks or needs repairs, it's like really easy to get off now, and I can like take it off without like hurting myself further. So like, you know, that's
good.
Pretty cool.
Sorry that it happened in the first place, but glad we managed to see a way through it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably suck worse if I was like someone who fought with my hands a lot, but like as someone who just like holds a staff rather, and just throws magic stuff at people, like.
It's a good thing you're not a seamstress.
Yeah, I was gonna say could have definitely been worse. And I mean, like, as far as getting your arm cut off is best case scenario, I guess. So yeah.
Well, anyways, suppose we're going to take our leave now. If I find anything that I think you'll like, I'll pick it up for you.
Appreciate you.
No problem. And then I don't know who else was standing with us, but then I just go wait.
Right, so the 5 of you and Riv are heading off, just going shopping.
I don't need to roleplay this out. Can I like stop at the jeweler and see if like I can trade my dust for amethyst dust?
Can I go with you? I want to get some pretty cool things.
I mean, sure. I'll just be like, hey, can we stop at the jeweler real quick?
In
I'll just say to the whole group.
That voice.
Yeah, if you guys want to go to the jeweler, that'll be like more towards the palace district. So you would just have to kind of go all the way there and then sort of double back past the inn for to get back to Senum.
That's fine. We got feet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Speak for yourself.
It's okay.
But as you are bringing Rosalie along, she would kind of like sheepishly stop for a second and be like, I actually promised that I would be up at the academy today.
I'm supposed to get you dressed without you.
You've had
Yes.
me in a month. Say no. She's
She
your
has
daughter.
2 moms now.
3?
You
4.
don't this one day since I just got back. It's gonna take you to get
Why
candy.
not?
Got a horde of them.
She's dragging.
Hooky.
Straight up tantrum on the docks.
That's funny.
I wanted to go to the jeweler.
Fine, but just today, I can't have you being a bad influence on me.
She'll
That's
think
too family
kid
for
will like
that.
ruffle up her hair.
I saw it.
Sorry.
What does it say? As all of you collect up, Rare would also come over and ask if she could join your shopping on your party. Your party on your shopping expedition. Also, she has not had a chance to catch up with So in a while, so.
The more
I'll
the
say why
merrier.
not.
Have you been rare? The more the merrier.
Real quick, what
Go
does
home.
Jade Dust do again?
Seriously.
Sorry.
You snort it and it makes you really excited.
What?
Well, besides that. Like if I got it tattooed.
Oh, it gives you like nosebleeds?
Are
I don't know, what does it do?
you sure about this tattoo?
Is that the
Yes.
force damage one?
Or no, it's
No.
snort damage.
Let me look that up right now. But I will say, as your party is standing there getting ready to leave, witnessing the end of your conversation, Colette would just kind of smoothly walk past you, dressed for a day at the academy, and as she walks by, you can just hear under your breath as she passes you, "That's detention, you know?" She continues walking out the door.
She has a slip from her mother.
Ah! You can't write.
Oh, shit!
I imagine he accidentally says that out loud.
I just get beat.
You said it out loud without fucking reacting. She would just bitch slap the back of your head.
You would actually,
Just imagining
as
like,
you
the
hear
slip
that, you
wear
actually
under
get
a
slapped
dress.
by 2 hands at the same time. As Tia's, as soon as you watch it happen, you see Colette's hand also just on the back of Kai's head, and she just looks up and just goes,
I
I'm
imagine
gonna
they're
walk
walking,
out.
so he goes kind of like the duck and like gets hit and
And
like
they
kind of
high-five.
stumbles forward a little bit, and then he runs ahead, just like worth it.
I should try out my fireball.
Hey,
Oh, we should just put them all into the sky and see what happens.
Alright, you have Jade.
Yeah.
That increases your maximum
How far can
hit
you go?
points.
What's the one that I would need if I want to do wisdom?
yes.
If you would want to do what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Sapphire.
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 Give me a head start.
Saps away the fire.
Yeah, Soul just starts to prepare and jumps off
To be
the dock
continued.
into the water.
Like freeze frames that to be continued.
Nice. Alright, so as the now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Riv and Rose Lily and Rare all are heading out. Rare would say that she's good, by the way. She's adjusting to her life at the academy. She thanks you again for stepping in when you did when y'all met in the desert.
Oh yeah, of course, no
I
problem.
forgot about that.
I'm sure you
Oh,
guys
didn't you
would have
have
done the
the-
same for us.
Things for
Yeah, that was
all the focus.
a very interesting mission, but that's
Wait.
what?
Yeah.
Before I leave, can I go up to Sandra with the bag that has like the all powerful like super
Oh, yeah.
evil thing in it and just be like, "Can you put this in your storage for the afternoon?"
I'll talk to
Where
you
you
about
keep
it when
your
we
bras.
get back.
Yes. Are you
Don't bother,
you're
they're
going
not
to
there.
need it back?
We'll talk tonight. It's a little complicated.
Oh, sure. I
I
can't put this in my storage.
Did
I
she
mean,
look at it, or did she
Yeah,
feel-
she looked at it, and you see her eyes just go wide before she looks up and says it to you. I mean, theoretically, if we're speaking on a philosophical level, I could put this in there, but I believe you would be terribly displeased with the results.
Put it under your
Why?
bed. Or keep my things.
Oh,
Where you sleep.
oh, you don't know what this is, do you?
Nope.
Excellent.
We just know that we
I'll
trust
take it.
you with it.
Mm-hmm.
Still your hands!
I don't even remember what it is.
Nah, I didn't
They're
know
in the
that.
bag.
I know.
I was
She
gonna
dumped
say,
it out of the bag
it
into
is
his
wrapped in a blanket and then stuck in a bag.
I don't even remember what it is.
It is a shard.
Oh yeah.
The
It's a-
hot
it's-
shard.
It is a red and black shard that appears to depict at the very bottom the 9th level of hell, the 8th level of hell, and then the 7th level of hell is kind of like,
I'm like
and then I
Parky.
can see like a little bit of the 6th level of hell. It's
What
kind
if
of
it
like
is?
not
Oh,
even.
yeah.
What if it's
Why can't you
Maybelline.
store
the
it?
whole thing?
Maybelline.
We
Totes
believe.
Eve.
I know.
It's
Sylvanus.
putting
No,
it
you're proud.
putting it in a pocket dimension. It would activate it.
Why?
Does it turn the pocket dimension
Because-
into hell?
Because that's how magic works.
What is it?
What does it do?
Does it turn things into hell? It does.
It's
I like to look at the shard.
who are you planning on
Depends on
bringing
what it
this
is.
to?
Don't know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about later.
I don't particularly want to be personally responsible for something like this.
Oh, well, we gotta find somebody else now.
I
But
can
you
be
were the
responsible.
person.
What about for like just a few hours while we go
What, are you
out?
gonna
So that
babysit it?
don't
I would really
lug it around
appreciate
so
not having that in my bar. Does that sound a little fairer?
I can hold on to it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I can keep it
Why?
in my bag.
So can I like it? Can I disperse the silver and then we'll? Oh no, I can't put it in bag holding because that's a pocket.
And
Sorry.
it's, and it's
This is why
in
I'm
its,
holding it.
in its most basic sense, it is a focus, whose purpose is to create doorways in between the material plane and somewhere else. I think that states enough that you understand my uneasiness around it.
Alright.
I'll hold on to it.
You know, I heard
I don't have
Asmodeus is dreamy looking.
I'm taking it from Sylvanus because he doesn't need to do any more dumb things.
While
had-
they start
you've
fighting over
reached
it,
your
she just
quota.
takes it back and shoves it back in her bag.
I want to do something.
But as far as my personal pocket dimension, if it was activated, are you aware of the size specifications of the pocket dimension that I use to store things in?
Is it 10 by 10
No.
or 5 by 5? 10 by 10.
It is 1,000 by 1,000 by
How do you get
1,000
that?
a cube. I have a spell that allows me to access it. Why?
How do I help you access it? I want a big little pocket too.
I don't. It's not like a pocket, like a physical pocket. It's more of like a spell. How, there's not like how someone would teleport from one location to the other. It's just something you do.
This is what.
Yeah, so like a pocket of holding. And I'll just pull the scorpion stinger out of my pocket.
Yes, like that, but on a grander scale.
And it can't be done on a smaller one.
It can. It is on your pocket.
Yes, but you can't do 1,000 by 1,000.
On your pocket?
By 1,000.
I don't know that your pants would be able to contain that.
Don't tempt me.
This is
I
more
will
powerful
try.
than your pants.
My
It's
pants are
contained a
more
lot.
powerful than you know.
But I digress. Yes, it is a 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 foot cube. And then to pose a philosophical question to you, if I were to put it in there, do you have any idea, once it broke, how many devils can fit in a 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 foot cube? Because they would all appear here, all at the same time.
Oh.
Probably enough to slaughter, minimum, I'd say, every single person in Dust Town and the lower parts of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, well,
Um,
that's the part the council doesn't care about, so they wouldn't even worry.
Oh my god. Cool.
Very-
It is.
Well, kind of fair. I'm sure some of them do care about us a little bit, but I digress once more. I would appreciate not having that happen.
Understandable, valid. I can get behind that.
Actually,
Sorry, my eyebrows started twitching.
now that I think about it, if somebody did find us with this, Sylvanus would. Oh no, my god! I forgot you're a Ferox now. I'm like, Sylvanus would be the least likely to get in trouble because he's not like a minority race, but you had to go and get yourself turned into a
All
Ferox.
y'all are minority races now. How's it feel?
Yeah.
Only
We can't.
because of you.
What? What'd you say?
Only because of you. Because of your carnation dust.
I'm Sylvanus and I'm alive because my friend brought me back and I'm leaving meat about. I'm gonna rape a little bit.
Wow!
I think
I
we
won't
did
come
cut him
back
some
next
slack.
time.
He did pass away.
Good,
and
stay
you-
dead.
Okay.
All of our lives depend on each other now.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, we don't know that. That's the worst part. We as people know that, but our characters have actually no idea how this works at all. We just think we have tattoos.
So was able to parse out a little bit of it with his last
Oh,
Arcana
okay,
check.
cool.
Well, he was able to parse out that it was the name of the spell and that it was a 12th level spell, and that it was meant to the schools of magic associated with it, and that it was meant to bind. So you're starting to have some inkling of what it does.
Well,
But I
anyway,
digress.
But does this mean if you let one of us die, we all die?
Now fireball.
If nothing gets
Because
fixed.
we don't know.
I don't get what you're asking of me.
So who should we give this to?
The power of 3 will set us 3.
The power
Set us
within.
3.
I don't know. I might recommend, as much as you like to badmouth them, perhaps someone on the council, as you know, they do have a vault full of magical items that I believe is made specifically for things like this.
Do you trust the council?
Some of them more than others, as I'm sure you can say the same.
Who do you
Not
trust
really.
more? We think one of them's a traitor, but we can't figure out who.
It's hard to say.
That was a good roll.
Bellin outright seems the most trustworthy, but at the same time, she's always been very bleeding heart-like, in that something could be against the rules, but if she believes it's right in her own heart, then rules be damned. Yannick is very young, doing his best to follow in his father's footsteps after his death. So, I mean, he's a fair hand with numbers and things like that, but other than that, seems a bit awkward when it comes to handling the public side of things. But you know, that's I guess not really his job. Thalamra is your rags to riches story, so whether she harbors any ill will to any of the upper class or anything like that is beyond me. But she, was born and raised in Dusttown and rose up through the ranks of the Flaming Fist until she received the position she's in now. And then you have Bastion, who has been in his position the longest, and his family has been in that position for a very long time. I mean, he's not had the easiest life. He lost his wife and his son. He's fought for the city his whole life. It's honestly sort of nice to see him finally reconnecting with his daughter, but I don't know. All of them have things about them which give me pause, but I can't pick out one that is necessarily entirely evil-hearted.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just lug this around town all day, out in the open.
Yeah,
Can I just take it from her?
I guess
I
we'll
was
have
to
to.
say, Sandra literally turns around and begins walking back to the kitchen. Right, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. And let's just open the door.
For reals, could I hold on to it though? Because if we get into a battle, you're always the first person to rush in, and this thing gets fucking broken somehow.
Or
You
just
usually
leave
get
it
targeted
to-
first.
No.
Or
I'm
Fang.
always in the
It's,
back.
it's usually me and T because we both
Yeah,
run.
give it to somebody who's
If
not
it's
a
yours,
healer.
Leave it at the sweets.
Well,
I'm
no,
not
because it can
bringing-
release everything.
No, Sandra doesn't want it around.
Fine.
As your DM, if it gets broken, it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Leave it at the sweets.
it's like a glitter bomb, but with hell. Hell bomb.
What a surprise! I'd like to be your warlock now. Out of
She's
character. I'm saying that out of character.
She said, she said that she didn't want it left at her bar.
Yeah, she said she didn't want it
We
left
leave
at
it
the
right
sweets,
I know
outside the
she
unless she
shop.
wanted to do it
Yeah, I
anyway.
didn't know
We
she
just
meant it
like
as
a
a whole.
cat, just like dig a
Oh,
hole
you
right
burn
next to
it
the
in the
door and
ground.
bury it.
It grows a house seed.
That's what you are. Hell seed, because you're a T.
If he says that out loud, he's still looks really offended.
Fendi would never say that.
No, he would.
Aw.
You
I
said
was about to
that.
say, Rare giving Fen the exact same look.
I imagine Fireman. You said it in spirit and they felt it. We felt your
I was about
aura.
to say, Rare and Kai both just, I sense a disturbance in the pulse.
I'd want to kill Fendian.
So, what would the party like to do?
Jewelers! And then Zanum! And then Metal Brain. Because I like to say her name funny.
Why'd you say it like you were both Southern and French at the same time?
I was going to
Because
say
that's
the
what
same.
South
What?
people
I
are.
was
They're
gonna
like
say the
French
same.
but South.
I
They're
also
like
wanna
Melon
eat
play.
They're like cotillions.
Excellent. I think the whole party is going. I think we're going to not split the party.
Ooh,
I think you should bury.
togetherness.
I think you should bury the shard behind the sweets, and I want things to find it there.
We're not. We're going to the
We're not paying it.
Put a big rock over it. Nobody will look.
No, I want to do
I feel like in the
things.
first place someone would look if they knew we buried it.
But they wouldn't know we buried it.
Are you? So are you guys burying it?
No, I have it. We're going to Zen.
No,
No,
we're
I
going to
think-
the jewelers first.
I think we
Oh.
should bury it.
And then Zen.
We're going to the jeweler
Yeah,
and
I
Zen.
think you guys should absolutely bury it.
I think we
No,
should
it-
bury it.
With our back legs.
I think we put it in a box. We dig a 10-foot hole. We put the box in the hole.
We
cover
put an
the hole.
immovable rod on top of
We
it.
detonate it and we take Boulder's gate and push it somewhere else.
Well, I mean, if we do summon the demons, it would destroy Boulder's game. Probably put it
Fendy
somewhere
looks at
else.
his plans for the Underdark and just push it somewhere else. He's like, how did you know?
So what? You think planting it like a tree is gonna do something bad, or would it just be good to hide it there where no one can see it or access it?
They can probably
I feel
sense
like
it.
as soon as it's out of our sight, someone's going to take it.
We're probably also
Would be
being
nice.
watched or followed.
Yeah.
We're like always being watched.
Because it is Liz as DM.
Because we're so gorgeous.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, I meant me, not we.
There
What
you
if-
go.
What if I find a way to do that thing? I don't remember what it's called. Is it even a thing? No, that's a tent. Never mind.
What?
Okay.
Wasn't there a way to like make it look like the surrounding area was just empty, but to do something? crazy?
Listener
Like-
terrain, but that only lasts for so long.
Or major
Well, how
image.
long does it take to dig a hole?
Yes, but someone if watching us, if there's someone
Same
watching
amount
us,
of
they would
time to
see
get
us
to the
cast the
jewelers.
spell.
Hello, what kind of
They'll know
jewels do
that
you
we have
have,
done
sir?
something in that space,
Wait.
so even when the spell goes down, and then they'll see the disturbed earth and be like, oh, they buried it. I don't think it's a good idea
Y'all
to
just
have it
blow it
out of
from
our
stupid
sight.
town?
until
Also-
it's in its final
Also, there are spells like locate objects, and the guild knows
Sleeping
it
the
exists. They're probably constantly using that spell to figure out where it is.
What if I put it at the bottom of the ocean by the
Then
top?
we'd have an ocean filled with demons.
Well, maybe they can't swim.
I think just float to the
Are you supposed to drown demons?
This
No,
is
you
the
shoot
episode
them
of-
in
No, I can't drown my demons. They learned how to swim.
Listen, it's not 2008. I was definitely making that reference, and I wasn't expecting someone to yell it back in my face.
I want to go home.
Man, I never thought that was a reference I would ever get to make on a D&D live stream, but you fucking are.
You made it more specific than I made it.
So, jewels, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
not here.
I've got a bunch of like little statues and shit.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Me too. I have one.
Can
Oh
that be
yeah,
the
I also have a.
Can that be the name of this week's episode?
What?
I can't show my demons.
Yes.
I will refuse.
No,
Is
it's
that not like
Go for it.
copyrighted?
These are my
You
demons.
can't
I don't even
copyright
think-
a sentence.
I don't even think that's the name of the song.
You
It's
can't
not.
copyright a sentence. Well, I guess
So
you
I
can
have
trademark a
jade
sentence.
chalice.
Who is it by?
Crush.
If I crush
Isn't it by Bless the Fall?
I don't know. I don't listen to that type of music.
If
I
I
saw it
crush
was
that up
funny.
into dust and add
It's
it with
not.
my other dust, would it make my dust bigger, or would it just like
What's wrong?
muddy it up?
Wait, what do you mean?
I have a jade chalice.
Oh,
If I like grind it down into powder, would that like make my powder bigger, or would it just like fuck up my powder?
no, it can make your powder bigger. It's solid jade.
It would just be a lot of fucking effort. Jade's
Yeah,
one
I
of
was
like
about
the
to say,
hardest
yeah, you would
mineral.
you would need a jeweler's kit to do so, and probably I would make you roll for it. So proficiency with a jeweler's kit would also help.
My tinker's kit wouldn't help.
You would specifically need a jeweler's kit.
Damn.
Unless you have like a diamond.
Considering you're
grinder
working with
on
jewels.
yours.
It's kind of like, can I smith armor, but like not use smithing tools? Like, nah, they're specifically made for that.
Would it hurt?
What's
Can
up,
I
Cass?
melt this metal in the microwave?
What's up, Cass?
I'm still trying to think about that song. I can't remember what it's called.
It'll hit us after this session. It'll hit us after the session.
Yeah, because I can remember.
Bring me
like,
the horizon.
chorus. Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a streamy band.
The higher I
It's
get, the lower I
streaming.
sing.
Screamy
I can't draw my
breath,
demons,
screamy
I know how to swim.
What?
What is it?
What?
The
What
hotel.
does that
thing?
mean?
Hotel
Not real.
California.
Or
No,
what's
that's
it
the
called?
Eagles.
I know.
He's saying it wrong. And I hate you for it. So.
It's an old person song. Boomer.
I know that the name of the song is "Can You Feel My Heart."
Oh, I like. That's
Nope.
why I remembered it. That
You
was
too.
probably one of my favorites from them.
They both don't beat me.
I really like that your Wawa cup is in the regular cup to avoid copyright.
My
It's just-
uncopyrighted cut. No.
The fucking goose cup.
I was doing
The
that, but I
Dominicans.
completed mine before we
It sounds like you
started.
said
Abomination.
No, it's
Hey!
it's Swedish.
Let's start.
Can we go
Yeah.
back to playing D&D?
Oh,
Yes,
no.
please.
Yes.
Excellent.
We're trying to drown our demons.
Yes, we've been wanting to go to the jewelers.
All right, so you guys make your way through. Actually, I would say Yeah, you guys are easily able to make your way through to the jewelers. I would say Rare is actually the one kind of leading the way. She would make some mention that the academy obviously has use of jewels as like different spell components and stuff, and so she's become all acquainted with it. But as you come in, you would see a halfling man, kind of in front of one of the counters, sort of kind of has like the glass parted open and is kind of like doing some polish work, and working on cutting a jewel. Is a there is a tiefling man that is sort of kind of like operating some of the like the holding tools, kind of keeping it in place, and then working on the cut is a half-orc woman. And as you guys come in, the halfling man sort of turns around. He has like this very like sort of curly bush of brown hair that kind of comes down like just before his shoulders. He's only about 3.5 feet tall, but he's wearing like some nice clothes. You can tell that the business probably does pretty well. He has like a nice like white tunic on with like some black pants, some nice boots. He's, yes, hello. What can I do for you lots?
We have recently come into some treasures, and we were wondering. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to trade mine in and see if you have what I'm looking for.
Oh,
I
do quite have a lot of things. So
I have this hefty sack of powdered amber, and I just want I just want amethyst. What's the exchange rate on that, if there is any? If this is something that you'd be interested in, I don't know.
So some good news for you, and then possibly a question. If you give me an amber that I can sell for 100 gold pieces, and in return you take an amethyst that I could sell for 100 gold pieces, then that's probably a fair trade. The question... define powdered?
Why would a creep get the bag?
It's old guy.
That's...
It's 2,200 gold pieces worth of powdered amber.
terribly fascinating.
I still need the powder, just amethyst.
Oh.
I don't know how I don't know what the exchange rate is. I don't know which one's more valuable.
Like I said, I mean, amber for amethyst, it's like, you know, someone trading 10 gold pieces for a platinum piece. It's the same amount of money. Or like, you know, what weighs more, 10 pounds of iron or 10 pounds of feathers?
Oh, sorry, I'm bad at so like it would be the same like value, but I don't know how much of the amethyst is worth. How much like is?
Yeah, right. So the one thing that would be interesting about trading here is you want to see some of the most expensive gems that we have in the shop, because I can show you them for certain.
Sure, I just really want some amethyst.
No, I'm well aware, but I'm about to probably tell you something that you probably won't like, and so I'm prefacing it by making a point.
Oh darn! I'm already sad.
It's not powdered; it's just regular amethyst.
Well, somebody.
Well, no. We are very proficient with jewelers' tools and such, as we are a jeweler.
My ears jerk.
However, so some of our very expensive gems. This diamond is 15,000 gold pieces. Should someone buy it, and you see it's like this, about this big. It is like intricately cut, almost like on a slant, so that it almost seems like it's cut to almost like go this way as it sort of extends out. But it is like very intricately and beautifully cut. It almost makes a rainbow as the light just sort of shines through all the different cuts.
Oh, the woman that gets that as a ring will be lucky.
Indeed. And then also we have a very fine gem that somehow some obsidian sort of grew into the sapphire that you can see right here.
Oh, sounds pretty.
And you kind of see it, and it's like a bright blue sapphire with sort of obsidian like roots, almost like a tree, kind of like going through it. It's sort of about this big and about this tall, and it's sort of cut like flat on the top, and then just sort of like kind of sparkles in all different asymmetrical cuts all the way down on like both sides, and it's flat on top and bottom.
Rock collector.
But with these being two of our like most prized gems that we have here, did you notice two things about them that make them really pop?
They're put together still.
Yes. And that's the thing is powdered gems. What kind of cut do you think you can do on a powder?
know, maybe you sold to other. I just want a magical tattoo, and I don't know. You sold some stuff for him for magical tattoos.
You're one of those people who want the. Okay, so we can help. That said,
I don't know. Maybe the amber would be at half value.
I can pay half of what the dust is worth in terms of exchanging it for
so
other
1100.
gems. Yeah.
That seems pretty fair.
All right. Well, as long as that sounds fair, I can probably do that because I'm sure someone else will come in for those blasted tattoos at some point.
Oh, so he was saying like he can't really do anything with it, so he doesn't want to pay full price for it.
I mean, that's valid. I didn't expect.
It's kind of like it's like going to somebody who makes beautiful sculptures out of wood and being like, "Do I have a thing for you?" and just drop sawdust on the ground, and he's just like,
"It's wood."
Isn't this right? It's literally the
You work with this every day.
Oh my god, I forget the
I mean, is there a different place we can go that would have that was more geared toward this? Like,
no, magical tattooing is. There's one person in the whole city that does it, and she does it out of Dust Town. So this is not like a particularly common practice. Also, most people don't have like 2,500 gold pieces, which is enough to sustain you for about living a modest living, probably 6 years and some change, on a tattoo that would be like over and done within 6 hours.
Yeah, Fendian's rent was like 40 gold a month, so.
That's allowance.
Allowance?
Fuck you.
Wait, still, how much was
You would actually hear that under her breath from Rare. You would just hear. Thank you.
So how much was your tattoo? Well, you got quite a large area, didn't you?
No, I got the standard, which would be 2,500.
I can answer this question. You're going for what is it, Fen?
I just want amethyst.
You want amethyst.
I just want a charisma
you would need 2,200 gold pieces worth of amethyst. So if you would take that off of your hands and be like, I can either give you 1,100 gold pieces, or you can pick out 1,100 gems worth of product.
I just asked an Austriana if I can, maybe she has I'm so stupid! I'm gonna start hitting myself.
Do you
know...
Do you want this back then, or...
Thank you, but while we're here, you make jewelry. I have this. I hold I hold out the really pretty fancy crystal from the chandelier that I took. Could you make me like a ring or something out of this?
Yeah, I don't see why not. It takes some time to make something really nice,
rush.
but what's the price point that we're shooting for? So that can really let us know how much work you want us to put into this.
Just a simple band, honestly. I just sort of want something to remember the place that I went to visit by.
All right, give us a week and 30 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I borrow your pencil again.
All right.
I have a proposition for you.
Yeah.
I'm an adventurer. Just came back from a ancient ruin in the deep desert of
Cool. What dust you got?
Not dust. I found an ancient relic in an underground temple.
Me too. Dumb
And
statues.
I'll pull out a jade chalice.
Damn it! I was gonna do that.
Hey, I've got one of those, and I'll pull out one too.
That's
Kai reluctantly holds
Ancient,
it up.
holy jade. They've got to be worth at least a couple hundred gold.
In fact,
yes, they were used in
told.
demon rituals, so that's
No.
I killed the demons, so it's fine.
Sorry, imps.
No, there was
I found this in a church.
No.
It wasn't demons.
Nope.
It's
Nope.
just gonna stop you.
I put the cross back in his bag and just
Tell you what, you let me melt it down, I'll give you 100 gold pieces for it.
It wasn't used in any demon rituals or anything like that. I found it in a church that was actually dedicated
sorry,
to...
Kai's was the demon one.
Anyway.
Hey!
Anyway.
Dedicated to most of the Pantheon. It was actually quite unique.
Racism.
There was a mural on the ceiling and everything.
Right. Tell you what, you let me melt it down, I'll give you 110 gold pieces for it.
150.
Tell you what, you let me melt it down, I'll give you 110 gold pieces for it.
140.
120 in the value of the stand.
Make a persuasion check.
Guess you're very few people sometimes.
I literally was just gonna walk up and be like, so how much can I get for this? And then she had to go and be like,
I'm not
I had to go.
I think I
I'll
just.
go 135.
I did that close to my microphone, but I did it into my
you
shoulder.
willing to do it twice, and I'll push
I
another
feel
chalice
bad.
out.
I'm gonna sterilize this later.
You're pushing it.
So how much was it?
135 gold pieces for the chalice.
was
I
only
have a
worth
bunch of
100.
shit I want to sell. I'm just waiting.
That's why I was like, shut up.
Do you want 135 for your
Now you
skill?
got more for it.
I've got 2 of them.
I'll give you 250 for both.
Here you go.
Thank you. Enter 250 gold pieces. Take the chalices. All right, melt those down.
How much value is this ring? I point to my ruby and gold ring. If I was killed in it and then immediately popped back into existence alive and well.
Exactly.
Why are
the
you
same
telling
as
me these
45
things? You don't have
cents.
to.
Absolutely nothing.
I think the memories are the most valuable thing of all. Anyways, have a nice day. I'll see you in a week or so for the ring.
Right. Bye, all of you.
I'm not done.
Oh, what's up?
I'm just personally waiting outside.
I have 6 and 8
I died of
statues
this.
that I would like to sell. 3 of them are made of sapphire, 2 of them are emerald,
This man's
3 of
fucking
them are
money to eat.
rubies. And they're all like in the shape of gods.
Right.
So I got them out of that temple that Pomerode stuff with. I almost called you Pomerode, but that's your language. I don't know why.
So probably worth 50 gold pieces a piece, and what we can melt down for. You have 8 of them, you say?
Yeah.
All right, 400 for the lot.
That sounds alright.
All right, hands you 400 gold pieces. Takes the statues. Oh,
Hell.
I'm gonna be able to make some shit at least.
Heck yeah.
I don't want to annoy
He
this
just
man, but I
he
still have
just
one more
puts
thing
the
to sell.
statuettes on
Any-
sale for 300.
Anybody else?
We'll see.
No, just
You would not be interested what I have.
I kind of awkwardly clear my throat and put a jade dragon
The
on
bottom
the
A what?
thing.
The bottom flute.
Oh,
I think I'm a little jaded out at this point.
That's fair.
Call me jaded.
so you hear it from outside.
It just and puts it back in his bag and
Jade
leaves.
is confused.
All
I
right.
need 650
All right.
gold.
So no one needs any dust then, or any gems.
No, have a nice day.
I don't like this man. He's not getting my lapis lazuli dust.
Lapis lazuli.
Is it like
We will wait.
I'm gonna start leaving with Lil, and I'm just like, that's how you bounce it. It's how you get more gold than what the item's worth.
And you get somebody like old Uncle Fen here to lie about it.
And ruin
Except
it.
I told the truth. No, she got more. That thing was definitely not worth 130.
It was not. It was worth 100.
135.
Yeah.
135. See, guys? You have to have a wingman and when you bought her.
He almost didn't buy it because of you.
Clearly he just bought it.
Your guys' perceptions of NPCs make me laugh. Like, it's just, you literally came in here, buy this $100 bill for me for $150. We'll give you $135 for that $150 bill. This guy's not very nice.
I'm
just watching the chaos.
and I didn't want to like bother him more for it.
I was just watching the chaos.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was like, what an asshole, he's mean. It was more like, okay, he's getting real fucking fed up with us, and I just want to leave.
All right. Have a great day. If you need any jewels, we're still gonna be here.
Bye. Thank you.
I really wanted to steal the one with the onyx in it, but I know it was being watched.
It was also behind glass.
I knew that too, but I just wanted it. I'm gonna figure out
Anyway, it's
prestidigitation
on
one
a-
Are
day.
you gonna
It looks like it's
pass
still there.
the Rosa Silk on the way to Venom?
That's
No, that would be even closer to the palace.
We're
I
gonna
mean, we
pass
can
more
wait for you
nobles
if you
so
wanna go
Arwen
grab
can
it real quick.
Smack her ass.
Yeah, we'll just come back later because I'm gonna like
When we
take her
pass
lunch
the nobles
after.
from Waterdeep,
Gotcha.
and Arwen got a handful of
I
cheek.
like lunch.
I got a handful of teeth.
cheek.
If you must come.
The nobles.
Oh yeah.
You also
She
got
needs a
handfuls of
godfather. It
apples.
can be
I
me.
also got a
I can't
handful
bear
of
any
teeth.
children of my own.
I also got a
I
handful
don't think
of
I
teeth.
can.
Or both.
All right. So where are you all headed next?
To
Venom?
Zenom.
Venom
To
would
Venom?
be cool. I actually have a cool question for Venom, possibly,
Got you.
because I just thought of it.
Still, what are you going to get at
See
Zenom?
how I have 30 pockets? 30 pockets of I
I've
only
got
have
quite a
20.
few things, but mine's is both buying, picking up, and possibly going over information about.
As you arrive to Zenom, the front looks a little bit disheveled, and from the inside you can kind of hear the still familiar to you, just the ting ting
Oh no.
ting 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 tapping of Anostradamus' tools.
Actually, who knows?
Oh, there. Here. I walk in.
Because it's Venom.
Because it's Venom.
I like that face you made
I
at my
know.
fucking
So
bubbling sounds.
you enter in, and from behind the counter you can just hear, oh, shit, some scrambling, and then just like steps on wood before you just see Isla's small
Yay.
gnomish face just kind of pop over the counter. Oh,
How
it's
could
you.
Take so long.
I had to climb up the stool.
Alright.
They made the counters really fucking tall. You can see the counter's like 4.5 feet tall. Like they've
if
got
they just
it
made
by
a
a
smaller
solid
counter?
like almost 1.5 feet.
That's like here on Ireland, so.
Yeah.
They should build a second counter in the front.
Are you guys like just stopping in, or do you guys have like some serious stuff to do?
We have hella items.
I pull out
Oh,
this
dear,
5-foot scorpion stinger.
Well,
Just out of my
Yes.
pants pocket.
I thought of it when I was thinking about the hills.
Oh dear.
Hey,
We're a
Hell's
little
a big
short-staffed
problem.
right now, so I'm gonna get all hands on deck.
Make sure Gorkazan helps.
Gwen, he's not here right now. Gwen. So we had like a pretty big shipment coming from Neverwinter that needed some help, and we
And
also needed to
buses.
kind of pick out things that we wanted and things that we didn't want and handle some negotiations. So Sol, Val, Natalie, Lorcan, Damien, Gore, Flint, Scale, and Thea are all gone. So it's really just me and Gwen and Tree. They left all of us in charge.
Oh, thank
It's been
goodness
going-
the one that can tattoo me.
It's been going really well.
Awesome. Now we're gonna dump a whole bunch of junk, and I'll.
Tree, can you get out here too? You see kind of Tree just sort of exit from the little like clothed off area where she was. You can also see like a little ruffle from back there, and you see a head kind of peek out as you see the face of Autumn. It's just kind of like peeking her head out, and she just kind of looks at all of you before, and then peeks back in.
Snap.
What
Any
was going
portion
on?
of clothing missing to like hint where her tattoo might be?
She peeked out, and you can see
Oh,
like
she's getting
this. And she's not wearing any. It doesn't seem like she's wearing anything that is covering this part of her body.
I think she's
Oh,
getting.
she's
seems-
getting her scar
seems,
tattoo?
uh, Seems like she might be topless.
I think she's getting.
Yeah,
good
yeah,
tattoo.
she showed us during this hot spring thing. She had like a gnarly fucking scar.
Yeah, she.
down
Yeah,
her
so
Yeah.
say yeah, she has a scar that literally runs from like here to like here.
Where she got
Remember
chopped in
that?
half.
Yes.
A while ago.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
But
What?
No, it's on her chest.
That was on her back.
No, it's on her back.
Yeah,
What? What's what?
like she was whipped or something.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of something else. I was
I was
close.
saying,
I was
Okay,
close.
to be fair though,
I put the
a lot of that we know
dragon
between
on
us have scars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
You want it?
Sure.
Well, for money.
Oh.
What did you put down?
The sea dragon
Okay.
that I'm still trying to get rid of.
So if I have a possible commission for armor, I should wait until the others get back.
Is it regular armor or magical armor? Because if it's magical armor, I can tell you right now. Flint and Scale have been busy little beavers. Wait, no. Retcon. Weapon. Who is weapons? And who
Busy
is
little
armor?
pseudo dragons. Oh no,
And
beavers
who's
exist.
scale?
Scale and Damien, yeah.
I need
Scale and
So
Damien.
Scale and Damien have been busy little beavers the past couple of weeks, and so we do actually have let's see, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4 new suits of armor that are all fresh out for sale, and all of them are enchanted. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But if you're getting regular armor, then you're gonna have to wait. If you're getting something that's magical, we can start the enchantments now. I mean, Tree's been getting better at nailing enchantments into stuff, and Gwen is just good at weaving them into stuff. So,
Well, I have these dragon scales, and I was thinking of making them
oh,
braces.
we actually just finished working with some dragon scales.
Did I give them to you? No, I didn't. I was gonna make them.
You did give her one.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah,
it's
end
just
of the
Maddie
session.
wasn't here for it.
Yes.
So you,
No, I was holding on to them. I was gonna give you one. You one.
I know you gave me
yours
one
Two.
because I asked you for it right then and there.
Yeah, I gave you one. I gave you one, and then I kept 4.
I swear
I
I
was
was
gonna
already
use
given
Okay.
them.
2 for you.
Because I've watched the one that I missed. I swear I've already been given them.
I don't think I did, but I guess
Okay.
it doesn't really matter.
You
As
shoved
a-
it.
as-
Oh, because you
Either
were trying
way,
to shove
we'll
it in your
find-
pocket and it wouldn't fit, so you gave it to you.
No, and then you shoved them in further. and They fit. Remember?
I don't know what's
It doesn't matter.
I know
They
you were
get
going
made.
to. I know you were going to surprise T with them at some point.
Somebody
Yeah,
has the
but I guess it
scales.
just doesn't
Now they're here with
matter.
us now.
All right.
Either way, we
Arwen
get cool
surprises
stuff.
T with dragon scales. Now T is super excited and gets to do this at Zenom.
Oh hell yeah. Or heck yeah.
So T, what do you say to them?
I have dragon scales. I'd like to make them bracers.
Right. We actually just finished working with some dragon scales. You said they hold enchantments really well, right? Gwen kind of. Did you want them to do anything in particular?
Just to protect me better.
Could probably work that out. It would be some fairly expensive enchantments woven into them, but it's certainly possible. Made slightly easier by the fact that you provided us with the product, so that's something that would normally probably sell in our shop for typically around 6,500 gold pieces. That said, you're bringing us the materials. It's going to be kind of fun to work with. They're going to be really pretty when they're done. Tell you what. After I'm done making them for you, if you promise to stand still in like a nice pose long enough for one of us to like paint you, and we can kind of use you as an advertisement to be like, look, I made this. 6,500 gold pieces. I'll knock 1,500 gold pieces off the price. Down to 5,000.
That's pretty good.
You know what? You buy things from us often. I'll knock 2,000 gold pieces off.
Oh!
4,500.
Yo.
And you can do payment plans. 500 at a time.
Yeah, you still owe us money. In
Do
fact,
I owe
most
you
of you
money
still
for
owe
that?
us money.
I don't.
don't.
I never did a payment plan.
What do I owe
I
that?
know Kai went on a
I
payment
think you
plan.
owe them probably. I think it's like 400 gold pieces still.
Kai, remember because of your cloak? The payment
I
plan
know
for your
I
cloak?
don't.
Indeed. You also.
I
owe
imagine
money.
he's wearing it and it's like,
Yeah, if I can do the payment plan.
Of course. As long as you pay on your payment plan better than your companions. No offense.
I'll drop 400 gold on the table just to pay off my things.
I forget how much.
675.
Is it 400 or should I just?
No, 400's fine. I'm sure it might be more than that, but I'll call it 400 as even.
Sorry.
I'm sure yours is probably also more than 675, but we'll call it even there too.
How much silver do you have?
How much?
18,000.
How much could you afford to pay today?
18,500.
How much would you be willing?
How much of the silver
I wish we could write down.
does each person get?
I don't know. I haven't given it to you yet. So you forgot to ask.
Hey Kai, give us the silver. Please? Question mark. So now.
How much silver was it?
18,500.
No,
We're
I.
splitting
Oh wait,
with
yeah,
Lucian,
sorry.
right?
Yeah.
So let me do the math.
Didn't we all get like 3,000 silver pieces if it was split up?
Somebody
Five.
else can do the math.
Divided by 5. So that's 3,700
Six.
per person. 6.
Because Lucian was getting a share.
Aww. He doesn't need it, sorry. He lives in the palace.
So
Rich boy needs his silver.
How much am I getting?
We'll say 3,083 for now.
So essentially everyone is getting, I'll call it, all of you managed to stop at the bank and realize that you're not going to be dicks to Zenom and throw a bunch of silver at them. So all of you got 310 gold pieces from that each.
Hey.
Yes.
I can put down 400.
Can I borrow a pencil once you guys are done reading? Thanks, Ben.
That's might have to talk to some people about that, to be honest. We normally require like half now, half upon completion for that sort of thing.
Oh, okay, then I guess I won't be doing it.
Are you fucking guilt tripping them?
No, I haven't made that much gold this entire campaign.
Ah.
So if that's the case, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much out of our price range in general, but
Yeah.
still a
I thought
pretty
you
hefty
guys got
discount.
like a fuck ton of gold over the
I
course of that.
still don't have over 1,000.
I have a pretty decent amount.
I might just make it to 1,000 if I add in that.
I may have the
310.
most now because I've been saving.
I
After
have
selling 650
I have a
worth of
1,130.
things at the jeweler, I now have 1,100. But that
We're
means
all
I
around the
started with
same-ish,
about
kind of.
400.
Yeah. The only difference is because the last Zenom trip, so didn't buy any of that.
Mhm.
That's why, yes.
I bought like a lot of
point
Pokemon.
platinum I could throw in on top of the 1,200.
Alright,
So I don't have to do that fucking math anymore.
Mood.
tell you what. These are gonna take quite some time to make. Especially given that there's only 3 of us here right now, and we are going to need some of our armor smiths back here in order to shape them into something that's actually useful for you.
We are also going to be competing in the Grand Tourney.
Tell you what,
Say that you sponsor us, but you
I'll
don't
take-
actually have to pay us.
I'll take that. Combine that with, these are going to take a couple months to finish, so I'll tell you what. I'll take the total 600 gold pieces now. We'll sponsor you. You all win the Grand Tourney. I'll take half of what your cut from that is, You give that to us. We give you the braces. We call it a day.
Alright.
Alright, we have a deal.
I feel like that was like, I want art from you. Alright, it's gonna cost money. What if I give you exposure?
And money.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
can
yeah, that too.
I do have something here to pick up.
What do you have to pick up again?
It is a outfit.
Oh, your fancy enchanted outfit?
Yes.
Frosty outfit.
Right.
I remember Val was working on it.
Frosty
Oh,
outfit.
yes, we actually have finished that. If you'll just give me a second, it kind of goes to the back. Is anybody else doing anything while they're here?
I have.
I'll let Arwen go first.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I have 2,500 gold pieces worth of miscellaneous jewels. They are whole, but I want to powder them and make a weird tattoo of a bunch of different jewels. Do y'all have any idea of what I could do about that? She just does not have any idea what she wants. She just wants to get a whole bunch of shit on her.
Mixing. This is tree now. Mixing things like that can be really dangerous, and I don't necessarily recommend it. I would recommend having the specified amount of one thing in order to get done. I mean, I can do tattoos that are not magical if you want lots of little things like that, but as far as magical goes, it would be like taking 7 or 8 different potions and mixing them all together and then just drinking it without thinking about the potential side effects that could occur.
So you're saying if I find stones that work cohesively together, there's potential. I don't think I have any right now. I'm thinking 4.
Yes. I think we're on the same page now.
Cool. So you
But-
can't just do it willy-nilly. There's a science to it.
Yes, it's specifically each gem has its own property that it instills in the person being tattooed. That said, we do have the capabilities here to powder the gemstones if you bring them in whole, so that part's not an issue.
Cool. Yeah, Fen just tried to sell some powdered amber at the jeweler, and they weren't exactly happy with him.
I can imagine not. It probably doesn't sell particularly well unless someone is specifically looking for a magical tattoo.
Yeah, they don't sound too excited
That's what
about
somebody's looking for.
Oh, you want a magical? What? So you have amber. That can
Well,
help
I
bestow.
don't know if Arwen's done what Arwen needs.
I know that can bestow strength into the person being tattooed, but do you have tattoo dust as well that you would like to have used or no?
that. I don't have dust. I got whole gems, and I have 500
Why do you have
gold.
dust?
We all got dust
Yeah,
from the
you
mimic.
you got dust
What
from
kind
the.
of dust? Oh yeah, I don't remember. I wasn't here for that one.
Yes.
Was it
I-
star something?
Yes, you have 2,500 gold pieces worth of star angelite in a cool looking bag. So it would have told you that that can bestow resistance to cold and things like that upon the person being tattooed. Oh, but yes, you have amber, so that can help the user have greater strength.
So I have a couple things.
Yes.
So first, I have this fancy sword I got from a dragon sword. I check out the +1 scimitar.
Oh. that's-
And I also
that's very nice.
have this, and I put the oil of slipperiness and the strong boy potion. I don't have any use for these. I was wondering if you would perhaps be interested in
What was the,
purchasing them.
what was the
Oh,
strength
yes.
of the potion?
The ogre strength.
Which is 19.
Okay.
Yes. And then I have out of character 2,200 gold pieces worth of amber, but he doesn't know how much it's worth. I was wondering if I could trade this for an equal value's worth of amethyst, because I would very much like an amethyst tattoo, not amber.
So we don't actually carry gemstones or gem dust here. As this, we sell magical items, and I can magically
Valid.
tattoo. But for one, in Dust Town, it would be probably if we carried enough dust to do tattoos for everything. It would mean that in the middle of Dust Town, not that I don't love all the people here, but the guild is here.
It'd be a lot
And
of
if-
valuables.
If we had, 50 or 60,000 gold pieces worth of gems in our building, I imagine it would probably take about 7 or 8 minutes before this entire building was burned down and we were all dead.
Okay, alright. Okay, so the man at the store said he was willing to give me 1,100 gold pieces worth of the amethyst powdered, but I'm pretty sure that's not enough to get the tattoo.
No, if you said you want amethyst, you would need 2,200 gold pieces worth about.
Alright, so I get half of that. How much would the tattoo process itself cost?
Oh, that's doesn't cost anything. As long as you bring me the dust, I'm willing to do it for free. I just ask that you have the dust.
What you don't.
He's gonna be sprinting back there. All right. So how much would I get for those 3 things that I put?
Let's see. You have the sword, the 2 potions. I'll say give you. How about 800 gold pieces for all 3?
Shark face.
Oh hell yeah! All right. New plan. I have enough money for it then. Yes, thank you. I sell them the things, and then I sprint back, and I'm like to the jeweler guy. I ask if he still wants to do the trade, and then I buy the remaining worth of amethyst from him with the gold that I have because I now have 1930 gold. And then I sprint back to Zenom after with just the gems because they can powder it there.
You're
I'm
too sweaty to tattoo.
I'm like,
as it's saying. So, all right, so you have 2,200 gold pieces worth of powdered
if,
amethyst now.
if he decides that he wants to do
Yeah.
the trade, so
I was gonna say,
okay,
yeah, he'll do it
great.
and he'll powder it. So you have 2,200
Thank you, I
gold
love
pieces
you.
worth of powdered
And
amethyst.
then
I will say, in the meantime, Isla is going to kind of lean across towards you, Kai, sort of underneath her breast that the other 2 don't hear.
I'm gonna borrow this real quick.
Do you like buying things here?
Depends.
Because as long as you don't tell anybody that you got it from me, I really want that statue, and I can give you more than it's worth if you'll accept store credit.
Okay.
Or just have
she
your
kind
debt
of like
owned.
it's like a piece of parchment about this long, just like rolled up like this, just kind of hands it to you and just thank you.
It's
As
just
you-
like a hot topic coupon.
I was going to say it was a 25
Knowing
gold piece
Devin, yes.
shaped statue. As you look at it, it's just Zenom, just says Zenom at the top, and then underneath it just says I owe you 100 gold pieces.
It's
She's
better.
like more than it's worth, but it was worth exactly 100
Or
gold
just
pieces.
ask for 100
Oh.
pieces to be taken off. What
Oh, I
you
thought it
want.
was a smaller thing than that.
No. 100 gold piece jade jargon.
All right, in that case, it would be for I owe you 200 gold pieces.
Hey,
Because it is store credit.
she brings it back to her mom as a present. Mom, look, it's you made a jade. Oh,
So, is this,
I imagine she just saw it was like shiny want.
so is there anything
Yeah.
anybody else? Yeah.
I still need to do something with that scorpion stinger.
Okay.
I think Damien and
I don't know what to do with it.
Scale would need to come back for that. Did you want to make a shield out of it?
I don't know. I want to get the venom out of it,
Ooh.
and also I want to make something. I don't know what you can do with it.
Tell you what, we're always looking to experiment, so leave it here with us. We're gonna have to wait until people get back, because I imagine Gore's gonna have to be working with the venom, and then we'll have some of the armored people working with the armor.
The venom.
And I'll let you know what we get out of it, and since you're the one supplying it, we can sell whatever we get out of it to you at a discount.
Sure.
Cool. Alright, so we'll take that. Anybody else
Oh, wait,
interested
when
in
can I
anything?
get the tattoo?
Oh, we're not gonna be able to do it. Yeah, we just started really fucking late.
Tattoo.
Sorry, I forgot where we were.
Oh, you're fine. Just wondering, like, when would be the earliest convenience for her?
So I'm gonna need her today and tomorrow. But then she'll be done. So 2 days from now we can start.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. And you have that much. That'll only take maybe like half a day.
He just he explains what he wants. It's basically just like a swirly little tramp stamp with a heart in the middle.
We need assistance with that.
I'm gonna get a tramp
Perfect.
stamp. It's like a little
if
heart
you
with
really
wings
wanted
and
to.
some, like, fleur de lis.
We're similar schools.
Excellent. All right. Anybody else got anything they want tattooed on their body?
Alright.
No, but do you have any new items for sale?
Huh?
Yes, we do.
Uh,
First. Oh, sorry, Arwen, did you?
I don't know what I would get, but yeah, put this stuff in my skin.
Wait,
do you show her the star Angelite?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yours was resistant to cold damage.
Yes.
Yes. I'm trying to remember what everyone had. Because I maybe
looking up
heard but, like,
gemstones on
it was below
Google.
once.
Sorry.
Woggle.
Does Rib do lightning damage or cold damage?
Both.
Both.
And you also specialize in cold shit.
Which might be female. You know.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Actually,
going for it.
We both
Oh,
really
like
specialize in cold.
Yeah.
You're a white fox.
It's like light. It's like light. It's like a sort of like a light pastel,
Even
like
before.
lilac and blue with like
I
some
thought it was
gold
like
through it.
purple,
Yeah.
What do you kind of
yeah.
tattoo you want?
You don't have to pick up what you want just yet, but we can do
Take
this.
care of them at the same time.
Sorry, we can do it the second half of the day after we're done with Fen. But yeah, we can put that on you.
Oh, cool. Make up a design, or else I will, because I don't know what it's gonna look like.
I'm just imagining a
I'll
big
happily
splat.
design something for you. It'll be really cool. What part of your body do you want it on?
It's just a white
How
girl
big
infinity
should it
sign.
be with this 2,500 gold pieces worth?
It can cover half of a limb or 1/4 of back or chest, and 1/4 torso.
Wow.
Like what sells this?
Of course, also, Yeah.
Like his base and neck and like his shoulder blades.
Give me something directly down my spine.
Ooh, can do. It starts already
Except
going to work
not
on
a dagger.
It's just an extension of your tail.
Oh my god, I want to
Yeah.
get
What is
gorgeous.
a tattoo?
I want to get the word gorgeous
Just go
tattooed on me and under.
Oh my god.
it. Alright. So,
Tattoo. So what does this mean again? Nothing.
so,
Mother.
He already had
yeah,
that.
other people wanted stuff. What else does you need?
Just general shopping, I think. You
Yeah,
wanted
what
to
kind
do.
of players do you have for sale?
Alright, cool. So first we have our 4 suits of armor that I was telling you about that we just finished. So we managed to make a breastplate and some full plate out of adamantine, which are pretty cool. Just kind of like go over to like where the armor is and kind of see like it's just like really like nice and shiny. It is like a darker gray, but it is like polished that it's just shining like silver. It's very pretty looking. In half plate, we managed to make a set of half plate out of pure mithril,
Ooh.
which is pretty fun. It's lighter than you think it would be, and it's we actually had Flint testing this out. He was able to move around the entire shop without making a noise, despite wearing that much metal.
Riz
is very
has that
cool.
now too. She has her own mithril armor. Remember we got
Yeah.
some special dragon mithril armor?
And then lastly, we actually made some dragon scale mail, which would show like it's scale mail, and it is like this really has like really big shoulder guards and like really nice accents all down it. It is black mainly, but with red details. We actually managed to find both black and red dragon scales for that, so it does offer a lot of magical benefits because of that. That's the armor. Aside from that, we have a new magical scroll in that's pretty cool. Let's see. I know you kind of just sold us some potions, but we have a potion here of our own. We have some oil of etherealness.
Oh.
Our last shipment, we got in a lot of iron stones, if you're familiar with what those are. They kind of have a magical property, and when you activate them, they just sort of slowly orbit your head. They bestow their magical property onto you.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, we have this silver raven statuette, which if you speak the command word, it'll turn into an actual silver raven that flies around and stuff for 12 hours a day, and it lets you cast the spell Animal Messenger through it pretty much whenever you want. Kind of basic, but still useful nonetheless. We have this Ring of Protection. Kind of cool. And then, what? Ring of Protection? That is actually, that's one of our less expensive items. It's only 900 gold pieces.
Is it child
What would that do?
Ring of Protection, if I'm not mistaken, I believe adds 1 to your AC and also adds 1 to all of your saving throws.
Hey.
Um,
Hey. See.
And then, me, personally, Tree, your tattoo expert and local resident.
You're available for
Rogues.
purchase too?
Depends how much you offer, to be honest.
You're priceless.
Friendless. Wait. Friendship. Sorry, wrong word.
Friendless.
I heard priceless.
But no, I am your local tattoo expert and potion master extraordinaire. Let's see, I got 10 potions of healing. I got 8 potions of greater healing. I got 2 potions of superior healing. I have my own special little thing that I worked up called a potion of enhanced ability. I actually have my next version that's slightly better. I know you were the one who tested out my Mistress Madness potion.
That
And
was
I
some
have
good
a
times.
potion of the Wildlands, which is kind of like that, but I refined it. And then also I was able to refine the potion of general helpfulness into a potion of Arcana, and it's now significantly more helpful and significantly less dangerous, which I feel like is two really good things to have going in that direction.
I
But yeah,
still
that's
have
everything I
one.
got.
Was that the one that put the wings on me?
That took away my beard.
Did I use my potion of helpfulness or just my madness of Christmas?
Oh, but yeah, that shipment should be in time for the Grand Tourney, so if you all do win, we'll have some new goods. Also, if you do win, we've actually been contacted to commission like a set of prizes for the winners. That can be like some nice mild enchantments on them, but they'll be like kind of like matching sort of like a cool team thing. So I know some ideas we've been throwing around, just like a cloak or like a necklace or pendant, set of earrings or like a circlet. So if you win, keep in mind what you might want for that, because you all would get that for free, of course. So that's pretty cool. Also, we have like an I'll take that on the way out, but
How much for the ion stones? And like, which kind do you have?
we have a couple.
Do you still have the dagger of many daggers?
We unfortunately sold that. I'm sorry.
How about a thieves' gloves?
Oh, we do still have those. Alright, so, iron stones are, we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, that are, 1,000 gold pieces apiece, and then we have 2 that are slightly, beefier, and those are 1,250 gold pieces apiece.
Beef
So
rock.
what do they do again? Which one does each? They like do stat boosts, don't they?
Let's see, we have agility, which increases your dexterity, we have,
You said they just look like stones that like circle your head.
just float in a circle here. We have agility, which increases your dexterity. We have awareness, which makes it so you can't be surprised. We have fortitude, which increases your constitution. Insight, which increases your wisdom. Intellect, which increases your intelligence. Leadership, which increases your charisma. And then one of the beefier ones that's kind of cool is we have one that's called an Iron Stone of Absorption. And essentially, when somebody casts a spell at you, you can just have the stone absorb it, and then the spell doesn't do anything.
Oh.
And the stone just sort of eats the spell. So if somebody throws a fireball at you, you can have the stone just be like, "Dump," and then that's it. No fireball.
Is it like a once a day sort of thing, or like one use? And
No, it can actually it has a certain amount of magic that it can absorb before it eventually breaks.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it can absorb quite a bit of magic. Like somebody could probably throw a fireball at you 5 or 6 times, and you'd still have a stone that worked.
So, question for you as the DM: if I were to have the Iron Stone for charisma, that would make my charisma 20. Would the tattoo increase my charisma to 21? Then?
Yes.
Oh, cool, rad. Then I'll ask for the charisma one, but if I could give her 800 gold up front and then just pay the remaining 200 at a later date for like a payment plan kind of thing.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
I figure since I'm doing like the bulk of the payment now, but we'll
Yeah.
probably like earn that pretty soon.
We can probably do that for you.
Oh, rad. I mean, good.
Is anybody else interested in anything?
How much of this level do you
Oh, sorry, you were about to use it too.
could do them for maybe 750 gold pieces.
700.
No one's really bought them yet, so we kind of decreased the price a little bit.
I get you. 700. What is it
So
again?
excited.
How much is it?
That'd be so charming.
I can't remember
Maybe
what
the help
exactly
tattoo.
it is.
Oh yeah. Just replace the amethyst with something regular, and I think that I have the amethyst on my body.
These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you get a +5 bonus to dexterity sleight of hand checks
Ooh.
and dexterity checks made to pick locks.
We know our new
I'm
levels,
buying
right?
those.
I
It's
don't.
like an
So buy
I was
it
like,
for
well, what's
750?
here?
Yeah.
Mark that off, and you get those.
That'd be so funny.
I don't have the gold
I would
to
never
do
do that, though.
offended, so I'll just trade in my 2,500 gold worth of jade dust towards my braces.
Alright, cool, yeah.
How much would be left on it after that? And I'm still willing to do the painting if you need
I
me
feel like
to.
1,500 would be left after the discount.
Well, no, because they were doing a further discount. She's like, tell you what, you let us do the painting, and you represent us during a Ground 20 run. They probably won't be finished until around the Ground 20, maybe either a little bit before or a little bit after. But consider yourself paid for.
I mean, our team's
Very
in correct
sweet.
direction anyway.
I'd like to put this towards my bill, and I'll slide the IOU 200 gold pieces. That I will literally just give him.
Still 475 more.
Yeah.
You're gonna be paying any of that today and now.
Roll for charming and not so stupid.
Oh my
Good
god, I
luck.
can't wait for the stone to fly around my head and I forget about them. Like,
I can already see Tree yelling at Isla later.
He
Why'd you
has,
give
like
him
a
that?
giant bee.
So, can you interest anybody else in anything, or will that be it for today?
Hey, I got this vial of blood from a god.
oh, remember
Wow.
it's all coagulated.
Yeah, it is now solidified.
Gross.
Still blood.
True, you can
guys.
chip away at it.
Looks like a
Bit
stone
of irony,
almost.
but like,
From what?
yeah.
I said, she
I
said
don't
it looks
have
like a
this anymore.
stone almost in there.
Stone. Like still blood.
Bloodstone.
Looks awful solid, but I'll take your word for it.
What do I do with it?
I don't know.
What can I do with this
Can
blood,
I
you
borrow the
guys?
pencil again?
Do you think there's anything
Sorry. Thank you.
left in it?
No.
Magical wise?
I mean,
Wild
don't some
blood.
people cook with pig's blood?
I
and
gave
stuff?
some to Knight, and if Knight can't figure out anything to do more with it, there's probably nothing.
Put some Google.
Because I tried to identify it, and it hurt me.
Oh, it hurt you.
Yeah.
Out of
Even
character, is
after-
there anything else that you guys would like to do in Zenom? Or
Yeah, I was trying to speak up the last 5
Sorry.
minutes. I was very interested in the Dragon Mail.
Oh, the Dragon Mail.
Yes.
Let's
Buzz
see.
cut.
Yeah, I'm mad about it.
I know you are.
So that's kind of rare and very magical. So we're
She's right there.
currently
Yeah.
asking for 3,500 gold pieces for it.
What does it do?
Well, actually, I know this off the top of my head. So it functions as regular scale mail. It also protects you from dragons' innate abilities, so from their breath attacks and from their fearful presence abilities. And this one, since it's made of both black and red dragon scales, gives you resistance against things like acid and fire.
Ooh, that's pretty good, Sylvanus.
Almost.
Just don't let Rip see it.
See what? Oh.
He's wearing dragon flesh.
What kind of small armor can I make with the remaining 2 dragon
I
skills
mean, I
I
feel like
have?
it's flesh under their scales.
Ah,
It'd be like wearing somebody's hair. Like,
bracers, or a circlet, or a helmet, or a shield, or
You could make
like a greaves.
ears, like a second pair, but of scales,
ear
like a
armor.
little headband.
Probably enchanted like that, maybe. I don't know.
I'll think about it. I'll keep
Okay.
it for now.
Ear
What
armor.
would be the payment plan for something like that?
Oh god, I thought I just
Don't
heard
know
my
that we'd be
phone
able to do a
ringing.
payment plan on that one, just because that's probably. Don't tell him this because it might go to his head, but that's probably the best thing that Scale and Damien have ever made. And so they're kind of
Look at the face.
a little, they're a little excited to just.
Oh my bloody hell.
God damn.
So,
No, it is Damien.
Yeah. Sorry, I know it's a little pricey, but that also took us. I was one of the ones who personally helped acquire those scales, and that wasn't a good time. That was not my best day.
Oh, I figured that out too. I get you.
I could put 30 gold towards it to help you out, Sylvanus. That's all I got left.
It's like that scene in SpongeBob when they're trying to steal Sandy's fur, but it's them with their mom's scales.
She doesn't exist in this world.
No.
Yeah.
Considering she's a goddess in Zenaria, I'm gonna assume no.
Let me make jokes. Oh my god.
I mean, you are one. That was it for early.
You're walking home,
That's
sir.
fine.
I just see Pat running down the freeway.
It's not that far.
He's faster than you're driving.
It's not faster than Holly's driving.
I'm alive, aren't I?
Barely.
How are you? How about right here?
What?
You didn't look, but I tapped my heart.
I don't know what that is.
So is there anything else that we can help with, or?
Oh, I wanted to give you the journal. I'm always gonna butcher this name. Rassifil.
Uh-huh.
You might find some potions that might be very useful in here.
Oh, sure thing. I'll look over it. Thank you.
I mean, I believe you already know how to make healing potions and greater healing potions.
Kind of like looks down at the counter where potions of healing and potions of greater healing are. It's a mighty good guess.
Well, you never know. You can always buy from others and then resell it.
Nope. Everything potion you see before you is handmade by me, for better or sometimes worse.
I'm trying to think. Could I get here the list of the match items, please?
Adamantine armor, breastplate and full plate, mithril armor half plate, dragon scale mail, a new magical scroll, some oil of etherealness, all the iron stones, a silver raven, the ring of protection, and then all of the various potions of healing, a greater healing, superior healing, enhanced ability, potion of the wildlands, and potion of arcana.
I keep thinking you're saying adamantium. Or, yeah, adamantium.
It's unobtainium.
How much would the stone be that is the one that can absorb spells?
That is 1,250 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Oh, just outright?
Yes.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
It's says a lot of money. All right, I'll buy it. I'll treat myself.
You save it until like somebody casts power word kill.
Alright, anything else for any of you?
How much would the raven be?
The Raven is 2,500 gold pieces,
Do you
because
have
it is,
Do you have any goodies for our dear friend Riv?
yes. She goes to the back and kind of brings out, it's like a small satchel of just like jerkies and different things.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes, I'm
I
so
imagine they just
excited.
save stuff for
Sorry, you were saying how much it was?
Oh,
Never mind.
2,500 gold pieces. Anything else for you guys, or is that it for now?
We're all tapped out.
Excellent. Alright, in that case, I will, leave you go, though I will say, so after the tournament, we have, something coming in that's going to be
Dangerous
dangerous, very expensive,
and sexy.
but also incredibly rare. It's coming via
Sexy.
Gwen's contact that she has from really far
Prison?
down south.
Are you?
Gwen is just kind of like
Waiting
looking
for
all
the
the way in.
kind
Just, it's yeah, it's gonna be real expensive. But if you guys find yourself needing to get from point A to point B with any particular haste, it's a pretty good option. No, it's not a living thing.
Is
It's
it
an
a portal
object.
I can put in my pocket?
A spell or a vehicle?
No, it's probably about
Is that an airship?
not
I don't think that's good here.
exactly, though you're more correct than you would like to believe. It's a ship, and right now it's in the water. It's about 110 feet long. It's pretty big. It's like built like a galleon. But so it's made out of two materials. It's made out of broomstone, and it's made out of witchwood.
Those
And-
are two things that fly.
Yes, they are. They're actually two materials that helped the Empire of Netheril have their cities that float. And so if enchanted and treated properly, it could potentially be an airship.
Oh my god, yes.
Though also, I mean, it's fitted pretty comfortably. It has, you know, the main deck. It has the captain's quarters, the first mate's quarters there. It's got like I believe 3 big sails. It's got like a second deck up here and then a second deck up here. It's got 3 decks below hand. One for like storage and stuff. One for like where general
More
crew
decks than I
sleeps,
can handle.
and one where like you know, I actually have like some nice like furnished bedrooms and everything. So I mean, if you need a way to get up and down the Sword Coast, it's a pretty good way to move. Also, it has space for I believe 6 cannons on each side, as well as maybe some more weapons like above on the deck. So if you outfit it right, it could definitely keep you safe. And also, if you enchant it right, it could potentially fly. So I mean,
Indian's just like squealing.
Oh.
Grandma can't
Right.
catch me if I'm in the air.
I think we need
What?
a flying
How
boat.
much
I
do you
agree.
think?
Probably,
honestly,
like,
I wouldn't
100,000.
even hesitate to take a guess at that. It's
A lot.
So a normal
It's-
ship, but like
it's-
times 5.
it's going to be a lot, but keep in mind it's not one of those things that we're not going to throw $1 million gold piece price tag on it and sell it to the highest bidder. It's going to be more of those things where we want to make sure we're not taking a Voss, but equally important is making sure that it goes into somebody who we know isn't going to be a dick with it.
Goes into
We're definitely not on the list.
So like, you know, like you might offer us like, you know, 50,000 gold pieces, and the guild could offer us 250,000 gold pieces. And in that instance, we're probably still gonna sell it to you. But like,
So like
if that makes sense.
50,000 gold.
I was
It's
more
gonna
just
be way more than that.
I was more just giving a general example, but you know what I mean.
Listen, well, we
What if
appreciate
we let you
the
paint
intel.
Zenon on the side?
Oh my god.
Then people are gonna try to rob us thinking that we're a cargo ship.
Yeah, I don't know
We'll
that
come
I
back in
recommend
10
that.
years.
But yeah,
Definitely not.
Alright, but if that's all we got for today, then I will see you in 2 days for your appointments,
We'll see.
and I'll see you too if you're
We'll
helping
see
me.
you later.
you
My
soon.
pickup also?
Yeah. Oh, Gwen already came back with it.
Okay.
She has it for you.
I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Which stone is it so I can look it up to write its abilities down? I know they have like
Oh,
different
frost
names for
strip.
stones.
Ooh, the stones.
The
for-
one I just bought, the magic absorption.
Oh, yes, I will send that to you
I'm
over
showing
break.
my
Okay.
boobs. My shoulder is in incredible pain.
Hey, well, we'll see you guys later. And as you all,
Bye. Wait.
as
Goodbye.
as you all depart and are heading to,
My
where are you
little
heading
thing.
I'm heading to the Rosa Silk with my Lil.
gotcha.
Oh, I was gonna go out to lunch with her. Can we all go out to lunch?
Sure. So we'll stop back
That'll
at
be
the
after.
and just to get changed into the new outfit.
Oh hell
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh,
Change into a new
yay.
outfit and
Wardrobe
come
change.
back. But as all of you head to the Rosa Silk, and then I'm imagining afterwards potentially to the palace. Question mark? If I don't know if you guys are doing anything with the shard or no.
I mean, probably.
I think we're gonna have a talk and figure out.
Yeah.
All right,
He
but
means
as
you-
we move into the Royal District, that is where we'll take our break for tonight. We'll see you all in 15 minutes, where we'll come back and hopefully figure that arc out and finish the day off at least.
Hey, you
Hey.
did it! You prevented me from screaming.
And we're
what
back.
time is it? 9:30.
Back
But I'm
again.
camera shy. I'm just,
You want to start screaming anyway?
no.
Okay.
Hey, don't.
It would do an ouchie on my ears.
Me too, but I could take mine out, so it's more of a problem for you.
Oh, wacky.
We should have a contest to see who can reach the highest decibel with their scream.
Nope.
No, we shouldn't.
Yo, did you? Okay,
Not
you
me.
know that one Vocaloid song, Meltdown?
Yes.
I can
What?
only hear the high note if I have earbuds in.
Nice.
Otherwise, it just sounds like
Those are really high
I can
notes,
hear
so.
the rest of the music, but not that note.
So that's your dog whistle tone?
I guess so.
I'm just straight up gonna have a meltdown. I'm
Hey.
done.
So, the party, after finishing their lunch, which unfortunately ran a little bit late,
Ben got lost.
heads over to the Rosa Silk. Do you want to RP anything from that, or can we just pick up a dress?
Well, I thought Rosalie wanted to surprise me with what her design was.
Oh, correct, she did. Man, I forgot how many details I left for her.
I mean,
Directly
Yeah,
after we got back. I
How
went
many
to
details you left for future lists?
Oh, man. Oh, fuck you 2 months ago, Liz. You're a little cocksucker.
Oh, she's not.
Here she is. She makes so many mistakes and
Why
makes
you
so
looking
many
at me?
promises that I have to fucking live up to, and then don't.
That's
Um,
okay. You now will be a little cocksucker later too.
Wow.
Comparatively,
You're
to
gonna
you in the
sabotage
future.
yourself for later?
Comparatively for you in the future.
Maybe it's just a constant state.
That's a constant state of cocksucking.
Yeah.
Find the unlucky few OnlyFans.
No! No, I actually legitimately asked my boss whether or not I could make an OnlyFans, and she said if anyone from work found that that's grounds for being fired, so I can't do it.
Well, if any of you viewers at home want them,
I was thinking about it.
Look at these big natural 20s.
Oh my god, I didn't get it until. Anyway.
I'll make myself laugh.
Anyway,
Anyways.
yeah, so you guys get to the Rosa Silk.
I thought you said that and said beans at her.
It smells like fancy people in here.
Yes, and
Where?
as
The rose is silk.
Tabitha helps Rosalie out with her dress, she eventually comes out with it. It is black, which kind of contrasts nicely against like the light purple skin. It is sort of tight through like the chest and down to about the waist before it kind of like almost like ripples and flares out down to about, I would say probably 3 or 4 inches below the knees. And as she like twirls, you can kind of like does the thing where it's like,
Like a fun twirly dress for a kid.
yes. As it gets up to the sleeves, it has like a thin sort of piece that kind of like cuts almost in like a heart shape here, and then kind of runs just a single like band about this thick around the neck, and a similar kind of band runs from about here to the arms, where the arms are like sheer like black lace that kind of run all the way along to like kind of like cuffing the hands a little bit, kind of like this, and yeah, and it has also come complete with a small but slightly pointy hat that she is kind of wearing, and it is all of it is black with accents of like sort of that light kind of purpley color that both her a couple instances of Soldar and her skin features as well. So she looks very cute in it. She looks very professional in it also.
It's quite a smart outfit you've got there, Rose Lily.
Thank you.
You look like you could start yelling.
Oh god.
Perfect.
it looks good, kid.
Thank you. So-
Mommy needs one to match.
So as you all depart from the Rose of Silk, where are you guys going?
I had already picked up all my stuff, right?
Right.
Live stuff?
Yes. No. You picked up all your stuff before you
Fast
left.
forward to T lifting Fen off the ground.
Did
Alright.
we already do the lunch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yum, yum, yum. Yummy.
I
Thanks
would
for
have made
buying
sure to
tea.
like get like little sweets and shit, and then I'll be like, if you want to go to the academy now, we can go.
All right.
And like take her there because I don't want her walking by herself in the city.
Gotcha. Does the rest of the party follow along?
Alright, so we're doing. So wait, so this is fine, but also are we talking to the council first, or are we talking to Malante first?
I guess like maybe we can drop off Rose Lily and then like discuss
Can I?
I figured like we're talking about like on the way there.
on the way. Yeah.
I figure we should probably talk to the council
Oh.
first because they have like 9 to 5, but like Mel we could probably see after hours.
And also they're expecting us to report to them after we return.
Well,
So.
you guys drop off Rose Lily and stuff. Can I go test out these gloves on someone? Just
We're gonna go meet the council.
Wait. Sorry. can you
Sure.
repeat
Well,
that?
just test it on me. I won't pay attention. Wait, are you trying to steal things?
Yes.
Okay, I won't pay attention. I'm going to put a certain amount of gold in my pocket. Just 10 gold. And just see how
Okay.
much Arwen gets. Oh, I don't see anything.
Let's do it.
I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. and you're like on the
You
other
just see
side.
Kai like a fan half in your pocket. Like,
So do you attempt to steal the gold out of the pocket?
What pocket did he take the gold out of?
I took it out of my satchel.
Take it out of your satchel? I want to steal a satchel.
The whole satchel?
The whole satchel.
Yes.
Lift it up from her.
Whoop! You cut it off.
That's kind of
You
like
get
the
it while I'm
concert.
stretching like this.
He's much taller and it's
Cut the
around
bag
his
off
neck.
of him.
Oh, it's around his neck.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I thought it was on his hip.
No, they'd be like stealing somebody's
Like over the
backpack that they have
shoulder
over both arms.
Alright. And then I.
You have lovely arms.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, let's train you how to do a handstand. Oh, you dropped your bag.
Oh no, I have weak wrists and ankles. Got a buckle
So you're
fracture
trying
when
to
I
steal.
was a child.
What's he got else in his pockets?
Now, Fen, what else do you have in your pockets?
Let's
hole.
see. I have a necromancy crystal. I have a jar of aloe. Oh wait, pockets or bag?
Pockets.
I don't know. I feel like he just has gold in his
Lint.
pockets. But I mean, you could lift up the flap of his bag while he's not paying attention.
That's true, because my brain was like, if it's on his
Yeah.
neck, maybe I can just
He has an ion stone on him.
It's floating around my head. I thought.
Swipe.
I didn't know that you spent a long rest attuning to it
Oh.
already.
No. If you take that, I'll kill myself in game. Don't take that.
Don't take that.
Let's
Don't
see.
do it.
I
You already
also
like,
If he kills himself, he's killing all of us at
Yeah.
the same time.
I have. Oh, I actually sold like.
Fen.
most
I was
of
going
my
to say,
shit. So I
Fen with,
pretty much just have gold and some perfume.
Fen with the greatsword to his own neck. Don't test me. I'll you can do it.
I dare you.
And I have some like straight herbs and stuff too.
You should just like steal the perfume, and then when he's like, "Did you do it?" Just spray it in his mouth.
That's funny.
This is the faithfully Fendian line.
Oh.
That's a good one. My brain is just like, how can I get my hand in the little pouch and just do a handful? And I just can't, and that's the problem.
You make
Just
us
say
you
I
say you want to do
reach
it
into
and make us slate a hand check. I don't know.
What if I somehow swap the pouch for a heavy rock?
I mean,
You can certainly try. Make
Because I
a
have these gloves.
make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that'd be so
What
cool.
do the gloves do?
They add +5 to your sleight of hand checks and thieves' tools check. So whatever your sleight of hand is, you're adding 5 more to that.
I redid everything recently, so it's all fucky. My sleight of hand is +6.
So it's +11.
Oh hell yeah!
+11.
You really just need to roll a 2 or higher.
Yeah. Achoo. That's a 19.
Oh.
That's a 30.
All of a sudden, my bag's gone and there's just a rock.
Just like taped to your side.
It's the companion rock.
I was about to say, yeah, Fen, you don't notice anything happen. Arwen, you managed to steal all of the gold that Fen has on his person, his small bag that he has on his side, and whenever Fen looks back, Arwen, you're also like kind of examining the greatsword that you are like holding in your hands, kind of like testing the balance.
Yo.
Whoa, that was fast.
Yo.
That's good.
I like these. You see? And the joke is you can't.
Yeah, they're invisible.
Use them on rich people. Also, can I have my things back? Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll
But
give
just
it all
made your
back.
hands entirely invisible. So
And
you can just like that.
And Arwen will return
Look at my stuff.
most of the things.
I only have 30 gold, so there's not much
So,
to keep.
You guys approach the academy.
This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna wreak some havoc, and it's gonna be stupid.
Do you know the way from here, or do I need to escort you all the way to class?
No, I know where to go.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, make sure you head home with Colette, okay?
Will do. Bye. Gives you a hug.
Don't talk to any strange
off.
mages.
I'll hug her back and
I
like
First
wait
deal?
until like she's like
No,
out of sight.
like-
and then I'll be like,
So, what are the rest of you doing?
I think we should give the thing to Lucian and Finn's mom, and then go talk to Mel about the other stuff.
So the only other thing that's a little precarious is that was supposed to go to what was that? Bastion, and then I'm sure Bastion by now has found out that the person who was supposed to get it didn't get it. So if we give it to them, do you think he's gonna freak out completely or no?
Well,
I'm not saying we give it to him. It's just I don't know how that damage control is going to work.
maybe
you
we
think?
could request to speak with
I'm
her
not-
alone, as we have something
I just think we
secretive,
should
and we
go
could say that we don't
to
trust the
our
other
normal
members
meeting,
to keep this a
Like you're
secret.
supposed to.
That's a good
everyone.
strategy.
Yes. What?
I
Hello.
believe out of all of us, the one that knows Bastion possibly the best would be Kai.
Unfortunately.
What would you think? Kai, what would you think Bastion would do?
I don't know how he would react, honestly, because if this is something that nobody's supposed to know that he was going to have, then if he
We have to lie to him again.
freaked out on us, then we would know that he was up to no good. But I honestly think the first thing we should do is have that meeting that we were supposed to have after this, let them know what we found, not
True.
tell them everything.
And to be fair, I guess we did say that we weren't sure if we were going to come up with anything.
Right, we'll
So
just
we
say
can
that the
come up
guild
with-
got there first.
Well, our mission
is.
is also with Lucian's mom.
May
True.
I also
Yes.
point out one thing? Don't forget you have to bring the focuses to the academy as well.
Isn't Lucian not with us?
No, he's
Oh, no,
not.
he went back.
Yeah.
The only other person with you right now is Rare.
So we
she
have the
just
meeting,
doesn't
we-
know the name of Lucian and Finn's mom. She just knows that she trusts that one. That's why she will only refer to them in
Fair.
that.
So why don't we just have that meeting? We'll tell them the guild got there first, we took care of a few members, and we came back. And we'll just give them the foci that we did find.
Sounds good.
I still think we should perhaps give their mother this slab.
Yes, well, we have to talk to her
Would-
anyway. She's
would-
the one that we talked to.
Why don't we wait until after the meeting, we see how the meeting goes, and maybe if we can get a feel for them, figure out maybe we could give one of them.
Can I also just? I don't want to say play devil's advocate, but
If you are.
we don't know if she knows what it is, and if she's just gonna give it to someone like Bastion anyway.
Or
I
we
mean-
can give her explicit directions saying we know it's dangerous and it should be locked up in the vault.
I feel like no matter what, he would have access to the vault anyways, but
But if he doesn't know it's there,
true. Alright, so well, we were going to talk to them first anyways. so-
Bastion shouldn't be there. He didn't give us this mission.
Well, remember, out of character, when he was about to leave while we were talking to them, and I was like, oh, stay, you're all part of the same council, why not be a part of this? And he does know kind of what we were doing.
Yeah, but like he won't be there now when we're reporting back.
Unless... Alright, well, we still just gotta try to do our best to be a little fibbers.
So I just want to be clear, the foci is what we're giving to them?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
As well as the
not
slab.
yours.
Are there
Well,
any,
yeah.
Are there any cool ones you just kind of want to keep?
No, I was gonna say, we could go into this, and if everyone was
Yeah,
okay
kind
with
of
it, I
needs
could
them.
kind of lead. I could take the reins on this.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
That's fine.
You want me to
Alright, so-
explain foci to all four of them?
No. He thinks about it, he's like, no.
I'd do it, but it wouldn't be right.
Exactly.
And also, if everybody keep an eye out for Mipsy.
Oh, how do you think she's doing?
She's either dead or alive, but Bastion did say,
Shitty.
That's a 50-50
but
chance.
Bastion did say he left
you
food
just
out
see
for her.
T like scribble in the ground with like the tip of her foot dead in thieves' cant and then like dust it away.
Just imagine it.
Why?
Because Arwen understands.
Oh, to R1. It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
just sigh
So, are you all
aloud.
proceeding upstairs?
yeah.
So you all proceed in. The guard's kind of like,
You know what? We're gonna
Um,
find it.
do you all have business?
We have an appointment with them. We just came back from the ruins and we're intending to meet with them.
Them.
The council?
Oh,
Uh,
right.
That's just
Alright.
Stelmane and Yacht Porter.
Very well. Follow us. To kind of lead you up the stairs
That means all of
to
them.
their office. Yeah. So we'll also just like It just shows up at a palace that houses 10,000
I
people.
thought you meant they were guarding specifically them.
We have a
though.
meeting with them.
Oh my god.
They ring a big bell. Everybody out.
All 10,000 of you.
Stop! I thought like it was like they were guarding.
No,
these-
you guys still haven't walked into the palace yet.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought we were in there already.
No.
It's
God.
okay. We had a good goof.
So yeah, they lead you up to one of the meeting rooms. And they kind of you can enter if you so wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say knock on the door.
You can come in if you'd like.
You make the grand entrance. Do you know thaumaturgy? Yes.
Maybe.
Right, this is
Make it.
Yes!
Make it
They've,
blow the doors open.
I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna walk.
they've actually they've specifically led you to Duchess Selmian's personal office.
Oh.
When they've led you to.
Wait, is that the one we didn't get into?
No, it was
No.
Yannick Porter.
No,
Oh.
so that's the one that we want to be like, hey, on the DL, take this like really dangerous thing and don't tell anybody else.
Right, so do you you knock, you hear, oh, you can come in if you would like.
So
We
ahead.
welcome ourselves to you.
So
Okay.
and for some reason, Bastion's last name is escaping me. Are they the same?
Bastion
ahead,
Brightvein.
Right vein.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
they
Ty.
also
Oh, we
Oh,
all
boy.
want to see the painting firsthand now.
Well, do we want to ask if Nar's around?
Well, actually, so
No.
you
No.
so you walk in, and you would see Belen kind of standing at her desk, sort of like scribbling on a paper. And you would see kind of standing off to the side of the desk is actually Yannick, and Yannick is kind of like rearranging a couple of the papers and just goes, no, so I think you put, if you put the gold over into this facet of it, I think you'll see the return, and then you'll be able to make this and this repairs for the Academy, and you'll also be able to afford these new things, which I think would really help out. At least that's what your note here says. I don't actually personally know if it would help out. Hello, all of you.
Okay.
I take it you all have returned, and safely, and all alive, nonetheless.
Make sure
No new ears.
Never mind.
More or
What?
less.
Never mind, I was gonna be dumb.
No new ears or anything else this time either?
No, thankfully.
Not that we know of.
Except for this one. Just kidding.
You just have like an extra ear.
I'm glad to see you all returned. I suppose you would like to meet with us to discuss how it went, or?
Yes, of course.
Excellent.
Is it okay if we?
Yes,
go in here?
absolutely. And she'll kind of gesture over to the corner, and there's like 2 3-person couches and then 2 chairs as well.
I'll
they kind
close the door behind all of us.
Yeah, they kind of each sit in a chair and kind of leave the couches to you all. There's a fire going in the fireplace. The same similar family portrait up on one of the walls you've seen before.
2 mysterious fox pharaohs.
Who are
Shut
the?
I'll point to the picture and I'll be like, they're cute.
Yes, they are. All of them are.
Yeah. Who are the little
Sounds like
red
I
slimes
heard.
we've got on
What was that?
Oh, I've noticed that. They were just old family friends.
Oh yeah?
Oh, word.
What are their names?
You ask a lot of questions.
We have a fox for us. We just got one. We
Pippi
don't
and
know
Jezebel.
anymore.
We just
Talking about
got
like it's like a
one.
pet.
I'll leave.
I'm a pet too. You don't see a lot of them around here, so I figured I'd ask.
You don't.
So the ruins. It went pretty good.
Yeah, we went through as much as we could. I believe we found all of the rooms, but it seems that the guild did get there ahead of us. We found a few towards the end and took care of them, but we did bring back the foci, and I'll take them out and put them on the desk.
Oh, thank you so much. These are
Turns
going to
over
be very
bag of
useful.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it is.
they
kinda
just break.
Oh dear, that's
No, not really, not really.
more than I thought there was going to be there. Oh boy. All right.
I mean, if you don't want them all.
No, obviously we'll take them.
That's a lot, so you don't want that? Oh, no, we want them.
A pleasant
I
surprise.
sometimes love how blunt tease bartering is.
Yes, we'll take those. Yannick, can you catalog this since you do all the paper stuff? And Yannick, you can see Yannick already scribbling. Already on it. Oh, but to answer your questions, they do have names. The one on the left is Seraphine, and the one on the right is Lillian.
I thought you would be waiting this time. Oh wait, did you know them
He's
already?
taking a drink. Also, yes. Yes! Yes! He knows.
Does still react at all?
Do I have to roll deception?
You could
Not
just
really.
say that
Okay.
still
No one
doesn't
is-
react.
Say
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
already
yeah,
told you
yeah.
about the painting, so you already know. It's
Yeah.
just this is the first time you're seeing it, and
Yeah.
it just got, So whatever.
Anyway,
He would not react.
let's see, we're able to
Yes,
find the
he first
focuses.
did.
Was there anything else interesting at this temple?
A dragon.
Oh my.
There was a dragon.
I see. Chromatic or metallic?
Oh,
Magic.
this one, and I'll pull out the.
Oh, those ones are not very nice, so
No,
probably
but
for the
I
best.
got some of these from it. Actually, I got 6 of them.
That's very good.
Yeah, but good thing.
I hope nothing else gave you too much trouble while you were there.
Lots of stuff gave us trouble.
I
In
see.
fact, I think we all
Trying to
joined
figure
the
out how to
club.
talk, tell her oh, we gotta show you
I'm-
this thing, but he can't be here.
Yeah.
Oh, you all joined a blood
Yeah,
cult?
I got matching
Huh.
bracelets.
No.
We just got tattoos to signify
Yeah.
our loyalty to each other. Right,
Oh,
Darwin?
those
It
are.
hurt, didn't
I don't
it?
know.
Cass,
Fendi and
like,
Sword is also
putting it
going
on
like
your
this.
mic. Like, can you move your mic?
I'm sorry.
Oh, and another thing of value I found that I think
No,
I would like to donate of sorts to the library, and then I'll pull out like Recephalum's like scroll that we had found that just has like a bunch of like interesting history information on it.
Oh,
I've
yes,
studied
I
this
will.
as much as I can, so
I will certainly take a look at this when I can. Thank you.
so I think it would be a good addition to the library. I think that information should be available for everybody.
Yes.
Does she think I'm talking bullshit when I just start rambling?
Make an insight check.
I feel like Arwen says so much random crap.
I
Like nobody
know.
can ever discern what's
That's
real.
kind
and
of
what's
why
not.
I like.
Unless she's a part of it too. She's like,
Well,
Oh.
what'd you roll?
That's a one.
They both of them seem bewildered as they kind of like look over and stare at it.
I mean, if they look bewildered, I'm sure they are.
oh, okay, I wasn't sure what you
I was like, dice, more dice.
I've eaten too many, I can't have any more. But I want more.
Your son was a great help to us.
I'm very glad.
Give it hey.
Sorry,
Oh,
you
they're
caught-
bis- oh,
She's like, oh my god, sorry, I haven't eaten all day. We've been doing
oh,
both.
Duchess, are those some new
It's wrong
biscuits?
too, sorry.
You
Are
caught
you
us at the
gonna take
perfect
our
time
time?
for tea and brisket.
We're gonna take our
I
time.
imagine it's like crumbs,
Tea
tea
and
and biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna discuss what's
You
going
eat
on.
cucumber sandwiches. I like to.
Ew,
I
cucumber.
make myself quite comfortable
Why did you do that to yourself?
I love cucumbers.
because I enjoy
You
it.
have to soak
It's like a
them
tart,
in like
actually.
Satan's piss first before you eat
Okay.
No.
Anyway,
Cucumbers grow.
I hate cucumbers.
Who's
You have to
Satan?
soak them in like demon sweat.
Stop!
They turn
Oh my
into
God.
pickles.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
what was that about Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know. I just wanted to enjoy
You
tea and
finished
biscuits.
your food. Now we can play it.
So that's. I'll kind of like look at tea like, don't worry, like we'll get to it. That's all for now. That's what we found. Sorry that we couldn't find more than that.
Oh, it's quite alright. Make a deception check.
What's Yannick in charge of again?
Ledgers and shipping and
ledgers,
ledger shipping and like economic stuff. It's kind of like the finance and
Sure. Take a look at this.
economic expert. 8.
Oh my god.
That's higher than that. That's higher than that.
What's Yannick doing this entire time?
He is still finishing up. He doesn't seem to be paying you guys too much attention. He still seems to be finishing up, like marking down all of the foci that are being brought in because he's kind of like the paperwork guy. Well, you heard Sandra kind of say he's really good with ledgers and really good with numbers, and then kind of awkward aside from that.
So for roleplay's sake, I'll just say Kai's so worried about Tia Arwen spilling something else that he kind of like stutters a bit through like his thing at the end.
Fendine's like,
right.
It's not me.
I'm
Well-
so pissed after this.
Is there? Would you like for me to cast a spell on the door to ensure that there are no prying ears?
Okay, can I do this at
So is she?
So I'll go like look at Yannick and make sure she sees me looking at it and then go,
I was gonna say like, is she like sitting in front of Yannick? Because if she's sitting in front of Yannick, T's just gonna be like, and like kind of gesture to like behind her.
we just gesture
I'm
Yannick.
picturing Yannick as off to the
Yeah, he's
side.
kind of like
Yeah,
off to
you
the
could
side, kind of
forget.
like making more stuff.
Yeah, he's probably not even looking up.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
walk in
did,
and there's-
massage?
Sorry.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm
It's in out of character.
there
No, stop.
there is one thing, and I'll like make like hard eye contact with her, but we'd rather discuss it in private.
We are quite in private right now. My office with a spell on it is about as private as it gets. It's not even as
They,
I'll
like,
start
public.
being
lock
obvious.
eyes and then look towards Yannick and then lock eyes.
Make
You
a
know,
make a sleight of hand check
you
because
can't-
you're trying to do this in
Sleight
front
of
of
eyes
them.
check.
No, that would be dumb. Never mind.
To be fair,
22?
Aaron spells all the
What?
time.
22.
So,
Oh, anyway.
for once, it's not Aaron. Or Fen.
If
Sleight of hand was so
Uh,
good she didn't even notice.
you all adamant that it
Yes,
cannot be brought up now,
absolutely.
What can be brought up now?
We could come back later if you prefer.
We mean no disrespect, and I kind of like glance at him a little bit.
He glances back.
Yannick, could you leave? Get out.
I was waiting for
don't
Fendi to be like, it's
wish-
lady troubles.
I suppose that they don't wish to talk to you about this next part.
Yeah,
I'm
listen,
sorry.
It's not for pure ears.
Right.
feel
He kind of is like
Run.
looking over all of you very suspiciously right now.
Run.
They're both really
I'll
offended
stop.
right now, and I feel awful.
It's lady issues.
You did say you wouldn't
I'll
take charge
message
of this.
Run.
See, he'll just kind of be like,
Okay.
it's sort of in
I
reference
need to get through the
your
hard
side,
things so I
which
can
I
get
thought
better
you
at it.
might rather keep behind closed doors.
The less people that know, the better. Put it that way.
Make a deception check.
I'm not being deceitful
No,
about
T
it.
is.
I'm
Oh,
pregnant.
It has
you-
it has nothing to do with Lucian.
I said it's in
3, I'm
reference
not
to your
pregnant.
son.
Yeah, that's absolutely not
I
true.
said sort of.
No, it has nothing to do with him. Was that not 20?
No, it's a 14.
Why would you say that? Bro.
Fendi said he's pregnant.
17.
He wants
That
to
was
know-
a pretty high roll.
Magic can
He
fix it.
like continues. He narrows his eyes at you further, and just continues to look at all of you.
Can I just say now? Can I say like, oh, the less people that know, the better?
Hmm. Indeed, it seems some things are that way. Allow me to collect my paperwork. Kind of begins gathering
Well, he's not
himself.
gonna trust us
I
now.
said, well, to be fair, we
Arlen,
don't really
wait,
trust
shut
him.
up. Arlen, what do you do?
I've been trying to ask if I can just look over his shoulder and see if there's anything that can signify, like, what they're trying to amalgamate everything for.
Sure. They're not really trying to hide it as you collect it up. It looks like a whole lot of finances regarding the academy. And it looks like, Bellin has circled a lot of things. It's like, want to add additional classrooms on this floor will cost this much. Want to add additional experimentation lab will cost this much. Want to add additional practice arena will cost this much. Want additional floor ? This much. And just like they're going over it's like you're literally looking at somebody do taxes.
Okay, so it's just like all standard, nothing
Yes.
shady. Okay,
It does not appear to be.
okay.
And he kind of gathers up all of his paperwork and then it's just sort of like sort of suspiciously glares over the entire party one more time. I will be in my office then, should you need me, Bellin. Simply scream and I will be here with guards.
Jesus. He thinks
You
we're gonna
guys
kill her?
You guys are being really fucking shady. You
I'm
guys
trying not to be.
you guys are being incredibly shady about
But
this.
we're like,
As he kind of like walks out and like closes the door behind
I'm
him.
gonna apologize. We didn't mean
Could you now
any-
do that thing to your door?
oh wait,
Just
hey,
so people
that was
can't
extra
hear,
stuff.
not that like they can't enter or anything like that. We don't want any eavesdropping.
Do I need to be here?
We found something scary, okay?
What?
We found something scary.
Yes.
She kind of gets up and she makes a sigil over the door, and you can see like magic go over the door. But she then sort of like walks really close to the she's kind of standing probably 2 or 3 feet away from where the outside doors open up to her balcony, and she's kind of standing with her back to that, but kind of like distancing herself from your party.
Can I try to like look as like relaxed as possible?
Okay,
Like not
we
like
should
I'm
start
gonna
by
attack her.
explaining. We know out of the council, one of you is working with the guild.
Let's
I-
the conversation.
That's a very
Well, we
heavy.
know it's not her. We might as well tell her.
That's a very heavy accusation to
We-
make.
Because we were told.
Especially.
No, that's not the one that was in the right.
No, because Bastion told us. Did we tell her that Bastion told us?
Oh no.
The point is, I
Especially-
didn't know it's you.
That somebody, yeah, Bastion. When we met
I just
Bastion in
wanna see your
Zalamra, he
reaction.
said that somebody in the council he suspects
You know it's me then.
with the guild.
Yeah.
Well, then why haven't you killed me yet?
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
No, no, no,
Whoa!
no, no, no,
Wait.
no, no. I want to see if she like has any kind of reaction.
If I was in your shoes and I knew I was working for the guild, I would be dead by now. So why haven't you killed me?
I like to play with my food.
No, you don't. I
What?
know you.
Oh, really?
hmm
You been
Nope,
watching me?
I watch everybody, but you've been to visit me several times already.
I gesture to that. I just go, nope, no. Oh.
We want to speak with you alone because you're the only one, at least as far as I'm concerned, that is not under suspect.
We're
I
trying to
suspect
say we trust
everyone.
you the most. We were trying to say that.
Why?
I
I
don't speak for Owen, but I hold no suspect towards you. But I do hold it towards Baulder.
I suspect all four of you.
Can I make an insight check?
Oh my god.
While we're here, while she's already
I've
here.
been
sure roll for
trying,
insight. Both of you can roll for insight if you'd like to.
but I guess that's not gonna help. Okay.
Well, you can
It's an
still
18.
gauge how she's reacting. Maybe pick up on some nuances.
23.
She seems confused, a little agitated, a little offended,
Okay.
and just like, yeah, you feel the same thing. You know how like, if you're like a petite little woman alone on a bus and all of a sudden these four guys who are all in like hoods come onto the bus and sit down around you and your eyes kind of like start going all over the place and trying to find out like the best way to escape the situation should you have to. She's doing that right now. She looks like you are making her feel like a cornered animal, and she doesn't know why. So she's confused and also a little suspicious of you all.
Okay, look, I'll take a step back and put my hands up. This did not go as planned. Look, there's something we came across, and it's
It's dangerous.
apparently very, that. And we think that you might be able to help us with it, and we're a little unsure of who we can trust right now because we've come across a lot of people that
lot of
are
convoluted things.
untrustworthy.
And so you feel as though you can trust me.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, we sort of messed up our
You
delivery
don't
there.
feel as though you can trust me.
We do. I
That's
can't
the
speak
evil
for
one of
Owen.
you. I'm just kind of seeing which one of you turns out to be the evil one.
I'm not particularly sure that any of us are the evil one. How do
I
I know that
am.
any of you aren't evil?
You
I mean,
don't,
we've
but we don't know
openly
you
been
aren't.
destroying the guild and have sent a vendetta for Shonabog.
And everyone on the council has also been opposing the guild in secret as best they can, but
For
You
me,
seem
it's just
to-
like ripping
Is
his
it just
face
you,
off.
you seem to think that one of us are in the shadows here.
We've been told that one of you is working with the guild. We don't know which one, but
And-
the only one for certain that I don't think it is you.
And you take this information as absolute fact then.
At this point, it seems fairly legit.
As you say, I suppose.
The guild is privy to a lot of information that they wouldn't be able to get, and have a lot of funds and resources that they wouldn't be able to have unless they had high-powered contacts.
I think you are underestimating the ability of the guild on its own, but I digress. So what is the reason that you trust me and not my partner who I work with every day, who I would gladly risk my life for, and I know he would do the same for me?
For me, it's because you don't raise kids like Lucian and Finn and be a bad person. I can't speak for them.
Those,
Maybe you're both in the guild. Is she gonna hurt me?
she's going to.
But Penny is just pinching his nose and inching away from
I
Arwen.
feel like everyone's just cringing and like.
I feel like Arwen's the only one that's still like sitting on the couch, and all of us are now like 2 feet away.
But, like,
standing
Arwen's
up,
very
like-
But
Are
I'm
you-
like with my hands crossed in my lap.
Are you still sitting on the couch?
I don't even
Not
know. I didn't know
anymore.
we sat on the couch. I'm sitting cross-legged on the couch.
Yeah, the rest
she'll
of us
kinda-
are all behind
I'm
me.
a
She'll-
sitting target.
She'll kind of like look over at you and just snap in your general direction, and then turn back to the four of you. So you trust me because I raised 2 kids that aren't terrible. All right, I see this is. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words here. Just show me what you have. I guess I will be grateful that you deemed me worthy not to lie to me about this.
We know it's powerful. We know the guild was after it. We had one of our friends ended up fighting off most of the guilds. And it's going to be bad if it ends up in the wrong hands.
So the guild was there.
We told you they were.
I think everyone knew that the guild would be there in some form or fashion.
I don't think they even made it out alive, though.
But I suppose the thing you're about to show me is what they were after then? Or were they after other
Seems
things as
so.
well?
everything that it could get. This just was the icing on the cake.
This is where
everything
most
else
of
is
them are
untouched.
found.
But we don't know
Gotcha,
which path
so
they take because it was like straightforward.
I told them
So
that we
ever-
took out the lights.
So everything along the way, was it like clean, or did it seem the guild went there strictly for that?
Well, there was more than one route to get there, so it could have just been they went to the quickest route to the bottom.
Gotcha. So they were there for this, but okay. Suppose I will see this thing for whatever it is.
Don't put it in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, the thing is do you have a secure place that you could keep something magical that can't be put in a pocket dimension? That
Yes,
nobody
we,
could get their hands on it?
we have the vault. There are very few of us with access to the vault.
Who has access to it?
The prefects, if all 5 of them are there at the same time, and myself.
Sounds good to me.
And Yannick, but since he does help me a lot with my duties as running the academy, as it has increased in size and capacity over the last couple of years, has gotten more and more difficult, and I'm very appreciative of him. His father certainly never gave me this help. But if your suspicions lie with the other 2, neither Bastion nor Thalamra have access to the vault, no. If that's what you're asking without asking.
Could you hide it even inside the vault?
I could put it somewhere not immediately noticeable, but there's not like a vault inside the vault. Like a vault inside the vault inside the vault. It's just
Hopefully
a vault.
Something small that will make sure there's like where to fall on it wouldn't break. Because that would be hell on earth.
No, I can absolutely put it somewhere where it would not be in danger of being broken. And like I said, the only way people who could open it would be me or Yannick or all 5 prefects if they were there at the same time. But I mean, Yannick would not touch something without me telling him to touch it, because it's typically just me telling him to fetch things from down there. And I mean, the prefects certainly would not. I feel like you're friends with most of the prefects actually, so I feel like you can probably trust them not to necessarily take it.
Well, I'll gently put the bag down on the desk
Don't touch it with your bare hands.
and I'll pop it open.
Yes, if you don't touch it with your bare hands, it can hurt you.
Do you know what this is?
With human ones.
Actually, I wouldn't say touch it with your gloves out of character because it might destroy it. Just keep an eye out for you.
No, I can sense the maliciousness coming off of it.
Do you
There's a
understand
very
why we have to be careful?
frightful presence. Yes, I can understand that, but I have studied things of this nature before, and so I can recognize a few of the properties in regards to what it does. But as far as what it is specifically, I could not say. Ironically enough, it seems very old, based on my knowledge of the arcane. And so if you're looking for the history of something that is very old, you'd probably be looking for the most bookish and well-read of the council here, who you, once again, ironically, just threw out of my office. But
Like I said, it was no disrespect. We just
I would
better that it was lots of people.
I would recommend allowing him and him alone to come back in here and take a look at this, for he might be able to shed more light on it. But that is merely my suggestion.
I'll just look at everybody else.
I'll shake my head because I don't know what she did that for, but I'm not gonna make a noise.
That's
Well, I
all
mean,
right.
if you want to.
You can't.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
silent.
that's what I thought. It was probably silent.
T would also shake her head. I don't know enough about Yannick, and I don't think we should bring anyone in that could potentially put this at risk. The guild is after this, and the guild could
This
wipe out Baldur's Gate if they get it.
looks like it is a piece of something, though. I imagine these jagged edges. There's probably more of them.
If I can be blunt, are you going to talk to them about it anyway?
If I may be blunt, quite possibly. My allegiances lie to the city of Baldur's Gate, not to any of you directly.
Valid.
We might as
There's
well
no-
while we're here.
No apologies about that, but I mean,
Oh, it's
if
fine.
I'm, in my defense, am I the only one who sees the jagged edges of this and the perfect edges at the bottom and the jagged edges towards the top in a sort of asymmetrical design?
It cuts off at the 6th layer.
It does
What
appear
do
that
you
there are
want?
other pieces, correct?
Yes.
I believe so too.
And so, would you, in keeping your secrecy, learn less about it and allow whoever is searching it to potentially find other pieces of this?
That's true. They might already know about where the other pieces are. It's possible Yannick has heard about this.
That is my mere suggestion, is you can keep it as secret as you want, but if someone else... Obviously, it seems as though the guild went to that temple for this specifically, so they clearly have the ability to find whatever this thing is with no prior information needed or a piece of it being had, so...
But if he's also with the guild, then we're just hand delivering it to him.
Well, Arwen and T have had their piece, so Sylvanus found you.
Can place, once I put it in the vault, I can place a spell on it that will let me know if it has been touched or moved,
Also,
or affected in any way, sort of like a alarming bubble around it, and will let me know if it is, the status of it changes, so...
If I use, because you remember when you had me think for like the first 25 to 30 episodes of this, that instead of just using my cantrip message like normal, I had to use the wire like Autumn?
Yeah.
Does that mean if I can't speak but I use the wire, I can use message on everybody?
message goes through silence, but I don't know if it's a verbal spell.
It is a verbal spell, so we'd have to step out of the silence. The silence is in a 20-foot circle, though, so realistically, if you wanted to walk out of the silence, you could.
It is
Autumn
verbal.
casts it without using her voice.
That's because Autumn has a special focus that allows her to cast spells without using her
Also, I
voice.
did ask.
You had me using it for so long like that, though.
Like what?
With the thing.
Yeah, you do need the wire. That's a spell
You just didn't
component.
need to put it in your mouth.
But that's what you told me I had to learn how to do that, remember?
No, then and
That-
then
that
I
was-
was like, you don't have to do that.
That
and
was
then we
that
all
was more
laughed.
for like flavor because you were learning how to do spell casting.
So that doesn't work in silence, is all you're saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because in
But
order
you can use it on
in
somebody
order
who
in order to
uses
cast a
silence.
spell, you need to be holding the thin thing of wire. Autumn just keeps it in her mouth because she needs to play her instrument in order to activate the verbal component of the spell.
Okay.
But you need to be holding it, and you whisper it very softly is how you cast the spell. So if you cannot whisper softly, then you can't cast the spell.
I did aloud ask Fendian and Silda what they thought because Arwen and T had already voted, so I said, "What do we think?"
I mean, it would be
Hold
sort
on
of.
one sec.
back now,
So, can I bring my compatriot into this?
You want me to go fetch him from his office?
I can fetch him myself, thank you very much.
We
just
just
offering.
ask that you keep some of what we said between us for now about
The guild fear.
the guild theory, because we'd rather not stir up any.
You intend to
Distrust.
get a read on him to see whether or not he is in the guild.
Yes, and I intend to follow you while you go and get him, so you don't tell
That's
him.
enough, Arwen. I will physically restrain you if you do.
I can't talk anyway.
Oh, I thought you
If you
got
got
something out.
I was about to say, she would see you moving your mouth and just drop the spell. Sorry, what was that?
I got threatened, so.
Well, as in
Or when she's like,
a con.
Alright, well, I will,
He would just be like, and I mean, not now, not in the future. Do not tell him we think there's a traitor on the guild, or a traitor on the council, as that could put us in danger, put you in danger, and we don't want that getting out.
I will act with the utmost discretion upon that matter. I agree that it's not something that should be public information.
We don't think it should be said to the other members.
I will act with my utmost discretion with the information you've given me. Do you mind if I summon my compatriot?
fine by me.
I will certainly not mention it to him at the current moment, so if you would like to get a read on him, you certainly can. In fact, you can even watch me summon him should you like.
Just sure.
I got you.
Sorry, I just cracked my ankle.
So, am I okay to summon my compatriot?
That was also Arlen, though.
I know, I just didn't want,
Yeah, I think that we're all in agreement that it's at least partial agreement.
She kind of starts, she kind of holds on to her earring and just... Yannick, if you could please come back in. The thing they wish to show me, they wish to show you now as well to see. I think you might be able to get a read on what this is. Thank you.
Can't wait to lay in bed tonight and regret all of this.
Yeah, like, wow, didn't realize that he opened up to the traitor.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Be a real bitch about it.
To
I
be
can
fair,
understand why.
to be fair, a lot of you came in aggressively or like accusatory.
Just the
like
fact that,
it was
like,
just like
she's
really.
literally-
Ew.
I'm like,
We also
hey,
blindsided
you
her.
could do that. Just do this one
Can
thing
we
for
just-
us.
She not gonna let him in? She
Can
wants
we
one of us
all
to?
chill for a sec?
I was about to say, she's just kind of like standing back still,
I'll
like
open the
towards the
door.
window, like allowing you guys to do whatever it is you need to do.
None of that
Open
was
the
in
door.
character.
Yeah.
I'll open the door.
You open the door? No.
Hello.
Oh, nice to see all of you again.
We-
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised. Points at Bellin, you're still alive.
Oh my.
I'm about to walk out that point.
All right.
He would make sure he could see, roll her eyes at him.
What is it?
All things aside, we're sorry, and we'd like you to take a look at this.
What?
And I'll step aside and motion to
I
the
guess
desk.
like unwrap the slab.
What is? Oh my God! No, no,
you
no, no,
understand
no,
why
no, no,
now?
no, 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 no! Oh my God!
Wrap it
Wrap it
back
up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Oh,
What? Haven't you guys been
I'll wrap
looking
it
for
back
something
up and
like
look at him, kind of crossing my arms. So you do know what it is.
Haven't you and your group been looking for something like this?
So now you understand our discretion?
We're about to stuff
No.
the sock in Arwen's mouth.
why would I be looking for that?
Okay, so you're not. He's good.
Can I kind of help settle him onto the couch and like kind of like
That was
get him
good.
to chill out?
He
Tell us
actually,
what it is and what it does.
he's already behind the couch. As soon as he went, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, he literally dove behind one of the sofas.
Yo,
And is now like peeking out from behind it at the thing and just goes, what in the hells? And I don't mean that as a joke. Why? What? Why would you? Oh my God.
Listen. Tell us what it is and what it does, and we can figure something out.
I'm going
Okay.
to hide it from him. I have a nesting matryoshka thing that looks like a cactus, and I'm gonna put it in
That's
the
actually
small
kinda
jar.
smart.
The cactus is not quite that big.
It's not.
No.
Oh.
The shard is about.
Oh,
I thought you said.
I was
the
Lord.
matryoshka.
It's
No,
called
the
a
shard is
cactus,
like
like
that.
this big.
No, the shard is like.
Yeah, it's
But
huge.
it is like a Gauntlet Dark Legacy, like
It's
going
like
on
a
the wall
Rosetta
shard.
Stone.
Does he like? Anyway, does he like respond to what I said or no?
What did you say?
I said like, relax. We want to figure it out. Just tell us what it is and what it does.
Yeah, I can tell you both of those things. I've read about it. I've researched them. Actually, funny story. My father's death actually kind of revolved around something to do with these. So he also knew very well what they were and used to tell me like boogeyman stories about this shit. Oh my God, my
Can I do
father,
an insight check on how exactly?
Dillard Porter.
I don't know shit about people.
Yeah, my father was in the seat before I was. Before he was technically, I guess technically to the public, he died of completely natural causes. It wasn't natural causes; it was murdered. But
Sorry.
Yeah, I also.
yeah,
have
no
one
one. I was about to say, yeah, no one ever wants to hear about. Yeah, Roland, what are you specifically inciting?
Just like his reaction.
I want to
was
insight if his
Yeah.
tone seems like his shock tone seems fake.
Yeah, I want to insight to see if he's actually reacting genuinely.
Yeah.
Roll insight.
I want to know if it's fear or excitement.
Roll insight.
19.
I figure with 4 people, there's no
Unnatural
sense in
20.
rolling.
Unless.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we want to see his reaction.
21.
The whole party rolling.
20s.
I was about to say all 20s.
I got 19.
I also got 19.
Hey.
Well, it's
I think-
wisdom. I'm good at wisdom.
I was about to say,
I
so
might
different
have
different
more.
pieces of
I
that.
love that.
The part about his like him kind of like confessing to you that his father didn't die of natural causes was murdered seems incredibly true. And in fact, there still seems like, as he says, like not that the public would know that, there does seem to be some honest, like very bitter resentment with that. That's like it was kind of forced to be like, no, this is a really bad thing and really important. Shush up, no one can know.
Mm-hmm.
He dove behind the couch. He seems genuinely off put by this thing in a way.
But not scared.
Just
off foot.
Shocked to see that we're the ones that brought it back and not the guild.
He's definitely like jumping behind the couch wasn't like something that he planned to do. It definitely seemed like he's honestly like, and even as you packed it up and like kind of brought it a little bit closer, kind of took a little bit of space back to match that. It looks like it's not an act. He genuinely does not want to be any closer to this thing. He seems to actually know. He seems to be honest in knowing what it is and what it does. When he says, "I can tell you what it is and what it does," when he said, "I've studied it and I've heard firsthand stories from my father." It was sort of like a boogeyman story. It seems he's being honest about that. He's being honest about it being connected to his father's death. He seems to know what this thing can do, and what it can do strikes fear into him.
So is he going to continue what he was saying?
Yes.
Sorry, I just had a realization. What if whoever's working for the guild is doing it unwillingly?
It just occurred to you?
Oh, I thought they were doing it because they wanted to.
Could be either or.
Wow.
He's like,
Fuck, I didn't even think of that.
That's why I was
yeah,
thinking
I
the whole
can
time.
go.
Have you been?
You said
Sorry, go ahead.
no. What is it? This is going to be a little bit of a long story, so I would rather not be interrupted. What is it?
You've been looking. You've not been looking for this. I asked for that, right?
You did.
Yeah, I was to say he walked in and you were like, "You and the guild been looking for this?"
Oh yeah.
Like very aggressively.
Rat.
Yeah. And he was just like, "No, why would I be
That's
looking
really
for
odd.
it?"
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna
And I'll
respond,
have
but like my brain is answering you. Never mind.
I can tell you this honestly
out.
right now. If you told me this thing was in that temple, exactly what it is, exactly what it does, and exactly where it was located, I don't know that you would catch me within a 25-mile radius of that temple.
Ooh.
How's that for you?
Well, wish we knew that.
I think we're more than 45
So-
miles away.
So what is
You're
it?
right. Might want to give a little bit more leeway. How about 50?
So what is it?
So, oh Christ! Before I say that, you said the guild was there. You fought them off, killed them, or whatever.
Yes.
Were they there in general, or were they looked like they were there for this?
They were definitely there for this.
Most of the numbers are in the room where we found it.
There was hardly any other disturbance around the rest of the temple. It was all
That's
that area.
not good. They're probably after the other two as well.
So there's 3.
There are 3. There are the hell shards. Individually, they can be used as portals to summon occasionally individual devils onto the material plane, which by itself is fairly problematic. You break one, and it will sort of just pick an area of the 9 hells, and everything within that little area will just and get teleported here. That can be a very bad time. You could be looking at maybe upwards of 50 or 60 devils all at once. The bigger issue, so you get the one, and then you get the second piece, then you get the third piece, and it comes up to a perfect point at the top, and an upside down cross. If you get all 3 together, and you activate them, it does not periodically pull in a devil from the hells. It opens a portal that things can just stream through, probably 3 at a time, and at that point, it's not so much a teleport as it is a
Just a gateway.
A doorway,
Oh.
like marching an army through the front doors of the palace. And they will sense it, and they will come. You could, with all three, you could bury the city of Baldur's Gate in hours.
So if they're looking,
You could bury the Sword Coast in less than a month.
So if they're looking to find all three, then why would they want to open a portal like this?
Power.
My guess, so between you and me, Chernobog has never been the stablest of figures.
Clearly.
My guess is that he believes his magic is advanced enough that he can control them, make them listen to him, and lead them.
He can't.
You and I both agree on that.
I'm
I
just
believe
gonna
it would
see him as
take.
a joke.
I believe it would take someone significantly more powerful than Chernobog even to do that, and that's saying something because you've witnessed what he can do. But he would just bring ruination for himself and the guild should he try to use it. And honestly, the last thing I want is to see this in his hands, the guild's hands, his hands specifically, actually, because at least the other guild members might have enough common sense in their skulls to think twice about doing it, and I know for a fact he won't. Based on the reports you've given me about the laboratory and all those grotesque experiments and whatever. You need to find the other two before they do. I think that goes without saying.
Where would you be?
That I don't know.
Who knows?
But where would we store the other two? I don't think it'd be even smart to keep them in the same city.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Would this be safe in the vault, you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially given... I imagine since you talked to her first, you probably trust Bellin.
No offense, this is a pretty shocking discovery.
You have my word that I would never, ever, in all of my life, and even if I was brought back, wish to see these in the hands of the guild. Any of you that would like to roll insight on that statement, go for it.
Honey will believe him.
Kai would also believe him.
It's at least a 23, but I think it's more because I leveled up and I just didn't update these yet.
14.
14
Natural
and
setting.
23.
Yeah.
For you believe he's being honest? For you can tell he's genuinely does not want to see these in the hands of the guild, whatever that's worth.
Is there not a way to
But
destroy these without activating them?
If there is, it's certainly nothing I've ever read. I could begin researching into it and begin enlisting the help of some research assistants, if there are any that you trust. But I would believe it's safe in the vault if you believe me to be trustworthy, if you believe Bellin to be trustworthy, and from what I've seen of you around town, I believe you think that at least one of the prefects are trustworthy, correct?
A few of them.
I think I know a gal who might know something about this. Shar. I'm praying to Shar and asking if she knows anything about this shard.
Oh,
If there's
no,
any
I
way
just
to
in your
discern
head.
it. I say Shar out loud.
Make a religion check, but if
I've
you,
had success with
if
them
you-
so far, but
if you trust at least some of the prefects and you trust the two of us, then yes, it would certainly be safe in. It's hard to concentrate here.
7.
Unlucky
Then
number
yes,
7.
this one specific shard would be safe in the vault. Though I am in agreement with you, unless we constructed separate miniature vaults within the vault that we could place the shards very far apart from each other in the vault. I don't think. I mean, obviously, keeping them right next to each other, I think that's asking for a disaster.
Can we not do that?
What?
Because then if somebody tries to steal them, they have all of them right there. You know?
Can we not do what?
Make vaults inside of the vault.
We, for this specific purpose?
No, then they're like a portal dimension.
No, not a pocket dimension. I'm talking about another physical vault.
Like a
within the
safe
vault.
inside a vault.
A safe inside of a safe inside of a safe.
Yes.
But then isn't that if you put that thing inside of another thing inside of another thing, will that make a black hole?
No, it needs to be
pocket
po-
dimension.
No, like
po-
actual like.
I was gonna say pocket dimensions are wonky things where it's like this this cup is this big, but then you reach your hands in and it's this big.
Like,
That's why I said you
Cass,
can- it's like I said
I
you
want to
can-
take the vault and put a vault in the vault.
Yeah.
It's
I got
it's
you.
why I
Yeah.
said you can't put like a bag holding in your pocket of holding because it'll rip the black hole. It's the same
Yes.
thing.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Finances. Tell you what. Belen, from our conversations earlier, if we delay adding the new floor by a year, we can make sure that we put in double the amount of extra classrooms onto the 5th floor now, And if we do that, we should have enough to renovate the vault in order to keep this contained, because I believe that would be the best measure for this. I know it's spending a lot of money for just one thing that the students will never see, but Belen kind of like
Just raise the
nods
tuition.
and is just it's important enough. The very fate of the city could hinge on this. So yes, and Yannick is just perfect. All right, so idea then. So we have like pedestals that have like different objects on them, and they have a base that's about 10 feet by 10 feet. And so what we do is we move one of those, and we put like a 5 foot by 5 foot door on the floor underneath. We lock that and make it incredibly hard to get into. We can make it so not even the prefects can get into it. It can just be Belen and I. You open that, and then you descend about 20 feet down. And then you come to like a small 5 foot by 5 foot landing, a door in front that has another lock on it. You open the lock, and then we have the shards in there. And so at that point, you need to get in 3 times. And so, I mean, if somebody is... Worst case scenario, if somebody kidnaps either myself or Belen and is forcing us to do this, that gives us enough time to call for help and stall, because it's kind of like a long process. And also, if somebody's searching in there by themselves, you know, underneath an actual obelisk, moving it out of the way and then getting through 2 more doors seems very unlikely.
Give one of us access to it.
Yeah.
We don't even have to have access to the actual vault itself, but just that vault inside of the vault.
Well,
That can be discussed. Yes.
I have an adequate vector question.
Yes.
Because I was waiting for it, but I didn't want to interrupt your speech because it was good point. Because as soon as who did in Shar, so would make a gamble, but he would try praying to Arya now because she might know something possibly about the Hell Shards.
Make a religion check.
Yeah. No, it's like 4.
Gotcha. No. All right, but that sounds like a good plan. I'll say we could maybe, obviously this would take some time to construct. We would just be having it in the vault for right now. Maybe not the actual vault itself, but should we let you in, and should we be racing towards it, let's say, and we open up the main vault for you, and we're running in, and one of us should be cut down that's with you. Like, this is like drastic circumstances. I can give you we can probably give you access to like the door on the floor, and then the door to the actual thing itself. Does that sound?
Needs to be moved.
Yes. Does that sound fair? Excellent.
I was going to say perhaps even for further security, because if there's going to be 3 locks, 1 lock for you, 1 lock for her, and 1 lock for us, so that it would need all 3 parties there.
But if they're kidnapped, then we can't get into it.
Yes, that is my only fear, is that it could should you make it too complex, it can become more of a prison than a safe hold.
But that could be beneficial, because if they do kidnap one of you, they won't be able to get in at all.
That's very true, but they could besiege the castle and...
But if we like desperately need to
out.
get in, and one of them gets like they get killed or something, and their key or whatever is destroyed, like we literally can't get into the vault.
So put it in a failsafe.
Yes. But I would say give Belen and myself access to it, and then would you want you each individual to have access, or would you want a combination like we do with the prefects, where the 5 of you must come together, and that combined can open the door?
I don't think we should have to necessarily have people, but maybe other objects.
Objects from my experience can be taken from you.
I would say probably
perhaps each individually, because there could be times where
Very well.
if the castle's being sieged or something, myself might be on the front lines. And
You don't need to do any further explanation. To be honest, I kind of agreed. I was going to suggest the point that you just recommended, so I definitely agree. I think that's the way to go.
As far as fail-safes go, don't know if this would work, but say if there's some sort of sensor that can sense that somebody who's not one of us or who's supposed to have access to it does break through, is there something that could possibly teleport the shard to another safe location? Or
Belen, you can do the alarm, right? I can definitely do the alarm as far as teleporting goes.
Would be like sounds kind of expensive, but
give me a little bit of time to do some research into that, but I can.
Also, it would be a huge fuck you to them if they finally think they got in a whoop.
It's definitely a possibility. I can say that.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, my voice just went up a couple octaves.
If I may suggest maybe a contract that we all sign.
Indeed. Give me a day to work on that, and I'll get all the details right now.
can the hallway be longer than Misty Step, Blink, Dimension Door would carry someone?
Dimension Door is like 500 feet.
Can you just negate all magic?
That's much easier.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, if you negate all magic.
We can
how
negate
do
all
you
magic
alarm?
aside from Bellins.
There you go.
You can negate magic for specific people.
That sounds pretty
Specific
good.
things, yeah.
They'll write up a
And also-
contract
I'm
and come
getting
back
excited.
tomorrow.
I'm like, I'm CIA.
Alright, excellent. Alright, well, I am glad you decided to trust me with this information, though I'm also a little bit terrified knowing that this is going to be in the vault. This is in the palace.
We told you it was gonna be scary.
Yeah, I
No
didn't
offense,
think it
this
was
is-
going to be this scary.
No. See, now you know why we weren't so sure if you should have been here
We
for it.
told you to protect your pure little eyes.
Just no,
Oh.
just not intended. Try to make them think that we didn't suspect him.
Also, it kind of looks out. You can see the sun already setting. It's getting quite late, but once I would recommend maybe some of you, whichever of you are more bookish, maybe spending a little time in our library doing any research on this to maybe find where these shards could be. I know some of it might be mythology and folklore. I
I like books.
I can tell you one thing in specific. I've seen one of these shards before. I saw them when my father was killed. And I can tell you one more very interesting piece of information about that. It wasn't the shard. It was the one that looked like it probably fits right above it. So
So you saw the different
it was
It's all the middle
kind
one.
of like this on the one side, and then kind of jag it down here, and then also jag it up here. But yes, I saw a different shard other than this one, and when I saw it, it was like I said, on the night my father was killed, it was being held barehanded by someone. It was the avatar of Baal, and he rampaged through Baulder's Gate.
Cool.
And it was kind of like looks out the window and kind of gestures to the square that's kind of like probably set like a quarter mile off of the palace that kind of leads to the walk up. It's right there, actually, right in the city limits, right there. So can't imagine it.
How long ago was this?
It was 26 years ago.
Oh my gosh, me, Fendi, and I was here for that. I forgot that whole thing was terrifying. I keep forgetting he was there for all
Yeah.
that.
So part of me,
Yes, a
part
child industrial.
part of me thinks someone got that as far away from Baldur's Gate as possible. Part of me hopes that. Part of me thinks that it did not probably get very far.
I wonder if it's under the palace.
24.
Well,
So
the
you-
vault is under the
us who
palace,
weren't
so
born yet.
probably not.
There's
I know the majority of the
18,
slaughters
21.
happened
Yeah,
near
you
the
didn't
docks,
live
so I might,
Well,
whichever one of you aren't
information out.
bookish and are more of a street smart people person, I might ask around the docks and see if anyone is old enough to have remembered that, because that is where,
We could ask Vayanus.
yes, that is,
Isn't that like the elf lady I used to work for?
that is, let's say there was about a good 150 to 200 people killed at the docks. So I imagine some of them that lived through that probably aren't particularly fond of it and will be willing to help rid, kind of give as you called it, a fuck you to Baal just one more time. Anyway,
Well, darn you,
is
kill a child.
there anything more that we need to discuss while you are here? I hesitate to ask, given what you led with here, but
That's it.
excellent. In that case,
We'll come by tomorrow
Well,
for the contract.
I mean, Baron, that's her name, right?
yes.
You should probably know Lucian did find what he was searching for, so maybe keep an eye on him for the next couple of weeks.
What was he searching for?
It's something to help him with his prowess, but
His
Viagra.
Oh my
battle-
gosh. Sorry.
his
Guys, spits out.
martial prowess?
Take that as you will. Bye.
Right.
Everyone like
Bye.
skips away.
As you guys go to
Wait,
leave,
have you
they
seen
kind
her?
of
I thought we're staying
Are we?
for the helping with the books.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think we need to roleplay that.
Which one of you is
Helping
going
with
to
the
stay, and
books?
which one of you is going
Something-
to teach me a new language?
Oh, I think he just meant Porter suggested like we read some of the books in the library.
yeah.
I figured we could
He
just roleplay.
suggested
Meant your
he,
own time.
he suggested that you could come back tomorrow
Oh,
because
okay.
the sun
Okay,
the sun's
okay.
currently
Yeah.
setting, and
Yeah,
he
that
would
works.
like
Okay, I thought
he would kind of pull some things out over the night. But as you guys go to leave, they finish kind of like rewrapping up the shard and like put it back in the bag, and then actually they like as you guys are leaving, they kind of like leave with you, and
Wait, should we escort them to the
Uh,
vault?
you don't need to escort
I
us, but I
think
figured
it's
it
stronger
best
than
that
us.
both of us go, and you have two minds to kind of pick out the best position in the vault for this. This is not something that I think should be entrusted to just one of
Are they leaving in the
us.
office?
What?
Are they leaving in the office?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are going to head down there now.
Did I leave? Great acting, yeah. No, just kidding.
So they both begin to head down with you guys if you're walking.
I'm looking for that goddamn ferret.
Make a perception check as Bellin is kind of walking in the back. Yannick is kind of walking in front.
You hear the sound.
19!
You hear the sound of a
My
distinctly dead
perception
ferret.
is at least a +7.
You swear you hear some squeaking kind of down the hall and to the right, and as Yannick kind of turns the corner, kind of looks down and just... Bellin, we should go down the back staircase.
Is it running
Is he
at
scared
me
of
or is it
rodents?
just down
No,
there?
No.
it's probably
No,
the
it's probably
other two.
Bastion.
Oh.
And he's just like... and
Bastion's
Bellin
trying
kind of like gives him a weird look, and you see him just kind of go...
Batman!
And they both
Bastion.
kind of like turn around and just... I'll see you tomorrow when you come for the books. Give Bastion our best regards, bye.
Don't worry.
And they
you-
kind of like
Guys,
head down the back
Bastion,
stairs.
I imagine he turns around with like chest.
Is it Mitzi?
And
Do I see her?
You hear squeaking. Do you turn the corner?
I peek because I saw
You
that.
peek, and you can kind of see sitting on a bench at the lower part of the hallway, just kind of right in front of where the grand entrance is Bastion. He is reading a book, and there's a ferret kind of curled up on his
Oh my
lap.
God. Oh, he can keep. No,
I'm
he can't
only
keep her.
imagining the picture of that naked rat.
And
sitting
you
on
just
the
after like watching for like 5 or 6 seconds, you just hear the ferret just, and he just
Oh my god.
kind of looks down at it,
Is Bastion expert?
kind of like reaches into his pocket and pulls out like another like little treat and kind of feeds it to him and just rubs the head again, goes back to reading. About
Do you
15
see
seconds
that?
later, does it again. He's just
Well, so telling Kat about this later.
Oh, I hope my ferret's obese now. It's been a month. I hope she's just chonky.
This is just like
So what are y'all
junior
doing?
but as a ferret. Are you gonna take your ferret back or no?
Are you gonna
What do you
get-
see?
you need your ferret back, or do you want to let him be happy for 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
He's had a whole month with her. Mipsy!
I imagine
I
you
feel-
run out.
I will grab him by the back of like,
I'm-
his collar and pull him back.
My boots are like running on the floor as you're pulling me back, but I'm just like.
Say Mitzi.
Scooby-Doo sound.
Scrambling noise.
Mitzi kind of like goes up and like looks at you and kind of like jumps off of his lap and starts running towards you.
I'm crying while
I was
I
saying,
hold
yeah,
her.
jumps up so you get to hear a little
Oh,
raving there. As
yeah.
Bastion's kind of like
Oh
very amusedly looking up at your party.
no! I whisper to her, "What did you find out?"
Can I just kick back around the corner before he looks
What
up at
do
us
you
after
know?
seeing him?
She's just like,
So I'm just like not. He doesn't know I'm with you guys. I'm just like around the corner.
So, what brings...
I use her to wipe my teeth.
I
Put
actually
her on.
just was able to convince her to stay with me today. I was going to make another trip to the suites, as they are called, but it appears you have saved me the time.
Can I give you a hug?
How about a
Thank
hand
you.
hug?
If you must...
Bastion, I feel like
Thank
you
you,
were dating my daughter.
Dad, and I give him a
oh,
hug.
don't. That's...
I trust you. You
Uh,
can see Fenny was really like distraught about his
And
ferret.
when you pull your
Oh
face
my
away, there's a
God.
little snot string on his
Oh.
head.
There's not.
The gag.
he kind of looks at you after the hug is done and kind of like looks down at you confused and just... If after serving
girl.
my city for as long as I have, defending it in the battles that I have and achieving everything I have, my legacy is to be known as Kat's dad. You know what? She's a good kid. I wouldn't mind it.
Any man can be a father. It takes somebody
I
special
imagine-
to be a dad.
I imagine he says that and Kai around the corner is like, oh,
Yeah,
and then,
that's
oh,
so
fuck,
shitty.
and has to walk out.
He kind of like looks up and kind of like looks at you and like there's like you make eye contact and there's a recognition in his eyes that immediately hits Kai and all of a sudden you were just hit with a thought. Kat told him he knows
Told him
Tell
what?
him what.
that you two are
I thought he already knew!
he didn't know for sure, he just saw you two dancing together.
He said you better treat my daughter right and all that
Yeah, because he
stuff.
saw you two dancing
He
together,
kinda
but he
thought
didn't
you were courting, but
he
not
doesn't say he didn't
official.
know you were courting, but now he's like,
Now he knows you guys fucking.
yeah.
I wa-
We were
While
doing that
I'm
still-
before we were
While I'm
recording.
still crying, I'm just like, your city is in my capable hands.
Imagine your hands are like
I
shaking. Full of
And
ferrets.
then I stop
You-
hugging him.
My hands
have
are
all proven
invisible.
to be
Honestly, no. He's insane.
incredibly
This is
strange,
shitty.
but also wildly effective. That's actually somewhat comforting to hear.
Wildly affectionate, thank you.
I can say for sure that given your
Sorry.
unpredictable and chaotic track record of success, I am very glad you're with us and not the guild.
Thank you. I'm trying not to smile. I feel
But,
so lovely.
I do have other matters to attend to, but I'm glad I was able to.
Thank you for taking good care of her.
Of course, it was
and
my
for leaving
pleasure.
food out for her.
Oh, I thought you were still hugging him and you were rubbing his back. Like, you weirdo.
Were we talking about
Let go.
No,
I'm
he just
petting
kind of mentioned that like Fen said your city's in my capable hands, and he said you guys have proven to be very successful, so I'm kind of glad you're on our side and not their side, so to speak.
Could you imagine if you like but on the guild side?
Well,
Like a
Churny's
What?
leg. Like, that sounds suspicious.
what?
Did that sound suspicious?
Make an insight check.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Four.
Don't be suspicious.
4.
It's a 4 plus like 6, 10.
Hard to read, but it seems like he was just being honest.
He's covered in ferret fur.
I bid you all a wonderful evening.
Oh no.
You too.
Does he leave?
Say
Feel
hi
free
to
to
Cat
stop
for
by
me.
for tea.
So does he leave now?
The drink, not
He takes like a couple.
Hello.
No, he actually specifically walks right at you
No!
and just hand on shoulder. I'm not very good at this. This is the first time that I've had to do
He's like already
this.
cringing.
But
If you ever
are you
heard my daughter.
do you have plans for tomorrow evening?
So what are you doing? And I was like, oh!
She immediately links herself. I thought that you knew they were dating.
Not till now, I think.
No, like, why is he asking Kaya?
Dinner with the girl.
I feel like I
Dinner with the
I think that
girlfriend's
reanimates.
dad, eh?
I was just to say, Chi, you currently have a tiefling face just like buried in your shoulder as Rare is just trying not to scream.
You're going on a daddy
So is-
date.
Openly
I have
choking
plenty of
from
those.
that.
I don't say
kind
that
of like-
in front of Cat's dad.
Kind of like gives you all a weird look, but turns back. Are you doing anything tomorrow evening? Because Kat would like the three of us to all have dinner.
Oh
I'm
no, it's like that
told that-
scene in Friends.
I'm told that meeting the parent is something that happens
Yeah,
in
and then
these
next you have to get the
situations.
blessing.
Yeah.
First comes the money.
Are we
then
doing
comes the
anything
money.
tomorrow evening?
Use the boon.
Are we doing anything tomorrow evening?
You're not.
Do you want to be?
Well,
Yeah, Pat, her dad!
I'm glad to hear that you're free.
I'm free, yeah.
Yes, that'll be great. Meet here at. I'm sure Kat will come here at a reasonable time. She knows what time I like to eat, but it'll. I'm sure it'll be fine.
She's a woman. No, I'm kidding. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that out loud. Why? Because she's a woman.
So what?
He knows when, or she knows when he likes to eat.
No, she said she knows when. Like,
Get back in the kitchen.
I was about to say no.
Oh.
Well, he
That was
also.
a stretch.
I was about to say he also didn't say she knows
Stretch.
when I like to eat. He said she knows when we like to eat.
Yeah, like
Well, that's
routine.
why I said I don't say that. Unless.
But
Oh,
yes,
nice.
that will be looking forward to that. Kind of nods and begins to walk off very quickly.
As soon as he's gone, Kai just like leans on Syl for support, like,
Oh god.
Good luck at your
joking.
new boyfriend interview.
Look at that. You're moving up in the world, Kai.
You
I was
should
about
bring
to-
your CV
I was
and
to say,
resume.
Rare actually, was she gonna say this?
She's gonna say it.
Rare leans into you, T, because her head was like buried in your shoulder and just like looks, kind of like head like right like cheek against your cheek and just kind of like looks at Kai, looks at Bastion, looks at Kai, looks at Bastion, looks back at you. Man, if you thought Kai was a bottom before,
Do I hear her?
no, she whispers that.
She just hears back. Tell me about it.
Moving up in the world, Kai.
Well, this is a
Moving
fantasy
down in
world,
the
so
world
you
more
on
like-
the bottom.
You need to shop
Yep.
for a new outfit.
And down, and up,
A
What
dinner,
with the
and
little
down,
dinner outfit.
and up, and down.
Oh, well, this went way better than I expected, except for that little bumpy bit in the beginning.
You mean the bumpy part for most of it?
Yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna
But here we
finish
are.
up tonight, and then the session will be over. But
Okay.
do you all begin to return home?
Happens to
Yes.
you.
Great
He says it in character.
Bright Banning invites
I-
Kai
How
to
do
new
we
boyfriend
contact
interview
Mom?
dinner, and Kai is a new
I believe
Guys, the
she
new
said
one.
She's friends
we-
with Colette, isn't she?
That's all I believe.
That's
I would say collect, or we
Is
can.
that you have to go to a new boyfriend
I believe she said before,
interview,
like
and
if we
that's
look for her,
very
we can
okay.
find her.
We should probably contact
I haven't
Mel.
used that
Yes.
word in years.
Yeah, I haven't
I mean,
heard that for
that's
years,
pretty
and I don't
good,
like it.
The sweets anyway.
I'll ask Colette to arrange something with her for us.
What was
Yeah.
French restaurant music?
I like it, it's fun.
It's Ratatouille.
So whose hair are you controlling?
Hair?
Yeah.
Whose hair am I
Ratatouille.
controlling?
Oh,
Oh,
I heard whose hair are you drawing?
I'm
She
the
didn't
rat.
draw anything.
I'm controlling my own hair. That's
Okay.
good idea, Mipsy. I put her on my
I just
head.
imagine you just doing that.
Pull my hair. Probably not, because she's
She
fair.
starts eating your hair.
Ow! Ow!
Chewing on your head.
It's not damaged by dyes or parabens anymore.
So, do you all begin to head
Just
back to
by
the suites?
weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a lot. Not enough to be hungover for this weird thing going on tomorrow,
Alright,
but
so head back to the
Enough
suites,
to
and there's going to be...
I'm
a
hanging
couple.
out with Rose.
Gotcha.
I imagine I'll go to Kat and I'll be like, did you plan this?
No, you know what?
Did I plan what?
With his
Ran
legs
into your
crossed in a
father.
tight dress.
Oh, did he invite you to dinner like I wanted him to? Oh,
Just like
that was a thing.
Cold Stone wine.
Well, sorry.
We got to watch it happen.
What? Colette is not.
I'm gonna go hang out with Ben, actually.
Is Lil there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey!
Join the
Yes,
Fen
Lila's hanging out with,
part.
I'm joining the Fen party.
Lila's hanging
The
out
The
with,
Fen Club.
Sandra.
with his giggly
And you would
arms.
notice that in the corner, kind of like just sitting by herself, like feet up on the table, just sort of spacing out, is Nyx. But her two companions are not there. And she would actually kind of like look up and try to catch her eye and just kind of like,
Or before you go, since Colette's not here, ask her what she can do.
I was going to do that.
Fen, where do you go?
I'm just gonna be like chilling out in the general tavern area. Me and Arwen are like developing the first ever industrial dance.
And we... No, wait, we're dancing, like,
And I'm
dancing
also
for
teaching
people,
you
and
under
you're
common.
dancing-
Like,
teaching
I use the devil.
You don't need to start for
Well,
that.
That's what we're
I'll
doing.
take my child and ask her if she's had dinner
You
yet.
should.
She has.
My child.
She-
She had
That is
slugs.
pass away. I'll take my child and pass away.
I just imagine instead of you holding your child, normally just holds it like this.
Ask Rosalie
Just
to
you
join
pick
us.
it up by the head.
Rosalie, join Uncle Fendi and then.
They do that sometimes in delivery. They have like
God,
a suction
parents.
cup where they can like attach it to the baby.
Oop, I just hit this so many
Toilet
times
plunger.
dancing.
Like C-section.
We're just, yeah, cool. I'm learning Undercommon and the traditional dance of your people, which is industrial,
Yes.
except it's to Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne.
Wish.
Is there even any
Okay,
type
now that
of
that's over.
instrument that makes the music that industrial music is made out of?
Pots and pans.
A blender.
If I see Twy and Knox, I'll hang out.
Your entire band is a flight of stairs, and you have like a bag of like pots and pans, and you just like cut it open at the beginning of your set.
That's dubstep.
Oh, I hit my elbow. So that's what me and Arwen are doing.
Sorry, I was taking a nap.
How much Undercommon there?
Not much.
You learn
Not
fucking-
a whole lot in one day, but especially because you, as soon as you go to start, Fen, on your back, you feel,
Yes. Oh.
you turn around and it's Melanthe.
Oh, hello, miss. How are you?
I'm doing quite well.
Sorry.
How are
Gotta
you?
put these puppies away.
No, you're
I'm
Indeed,
going
would
in
not,
your-
would not want to hurt anyone.
I couldn't hurt a fly because they scare me. Anyways, I'm good. And yourself?
Not too bad. I have something to give you.
Oh, I didn't bring you anything.
There you go.
Oh,
It's,
thank
it's in
you.
an envelope.
Oh, thank you, miss. It's just like,
That'll be all. I'll contact you next when necessary.
oh,
She
thanks.
kind of like makes eye contact with the two of you and just she actually, surprisingly enough, she just all of a sudden seems to shrink before just, and the only thing that's left where she was standing is like flower petals.
Have a nice
God
day.
damn it!
Premortal.
Oh my god. If I read it out loud, I just have a funny thing that Fenn's gonna say that's not gonna be what's on my It's gonna
You
be
should
like, Dear
ask.
Fendian, I think you're very handsome, and I want to give you a kiss. I'm just kidding, it doesn't say that.
But moving on.
Dear Fendian, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh.
Twy and Knox are also still sitting there going over paperwork, but
Okay.
no,
okay?
I have something in my throat.
Going away?
No.
You sound like you're getting
I just
further
imagine
away.
you looking in the glass and there's another cookie in there.
I have something to drink right here. Thank you.
It's beer.
No.
We all drink clear beer. Looks like water.
It's vinegar, pussy.
Yeah.
It's pure vodka.
Oh.
No, it's vinegar, pussy.
It's
Hope
pussy.
not.
Never mind.
What's even
Narrows your nose at me.
Makes sense to us, probably.
Oh, but Twy would actually come up
It's
to you
not-
as you were
it's not the nostril
as
flare,
you
it's
ask if
total
Rosalie has
rejection.
dinner yet, and she's like, "Yay." Fucking me.
Rosalie's.
I love you,
That's me walking up to a table before I've had time to clear my throat.
Piss.
Please don't.
Yeah, you will clean it.
It goes
You're
in
not
the
your
leather.
At least
sister.
use your mug.
Leather rip. I feel like I'm at the doctor's
Look
again.
at this.
Opposed?
Don't
Dude.
touch her! Don't you touch her! Okay.
Didn't your mother ever teach you not to touch things you can't afford?
No.
Hey.
No.
Sorry, I was getting into character for tomorrow.
I
Anyway,
didn't enough levels.
Kai's mom.
Woo!
You can't afford that, Kai.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, brief break to tell you, catch me playing my first ever male PC tomorrow, because that's going to be a fun time.
It's really hot.
He is really hot.
You don't know that yet. Just
Oh, hell yeah.
remember?
No, but I know what the artwork is going to look like afterwards. He's still going to be hot. He's just going to be upset with
Oh no.
the race he was turned into.
Oh, I don't
But
even know
anyway,
what I'm gonna look like.
Anyway,
Why did you get to pick?
You
Because she put.
Anyway, getting back to this because I know people are going to be upset if it runs too late. Anyway, Twy would come up to you, T, after you go up and you ask where's Layla. Have you eaten yet? And she's like, oh yeah, Sandra already made sure that I got fed. And Sandra just kind of like slides another mug of a non-alcoholic apple cider to her. And she kind of like gives another one to you and just sort of like winks at you and then walks off.
Good wiener off all that.
I'll drink it
That's
with
his
her.
fucking head.
But Twy actually comes up to you and just goes, oh, T. Actually, Colette was down here for a while and wanted to speak to you about something. But she was here for like probably like a little over an hour, and she left not super long before you got here, maybe like probably 20 or 30 minutes ago. She said she was just going instead to wait at her house, she said, and that you could meet her there.
She'll like, if Lil's here,
The house burned down.
Yeah, she's standing in the ashes.
I mean, I didn't hear anything like that, but I was down in the basin during the basin, so I don't particularly know, but that would be very strange if she told me to tell you that she was going to be at a place that burned down, but
Alright, I guess I'll go.
especially right now, because that doesn't look like a very good time to be outside. You see, it's actually started to rain quite heavily since you guys have gotten back to the suites.
Brain's here?
I was just thinking he's falling.
I'll just like, I'll pat Lil's head and I'll be like, don't stay up too late, and I'll just head out to where I knew their house was, hoping that she's rebuilt it.
I imagine Arwen just like
Who?
puts his arm around her like, so you want to stay
Gavin
up late?
Collette? Oh yeah, the one
I'm
that
gonna
burned
say, I
down
just filled her a candy.
when your shop burned down.
You just in the home, there's just a
No,
huge
my
like
house
pillow
burned
and
down.
like furniture for
So
Oh.
you,
no moms allowed.
Syl, you head over towards Nox.
Not Nick.
Or Nick, sorry.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry.
Nox is like, hello.
Howdy.
This robot arm.
Isn't it like against your
It'll
religion
mash
to
it up.
commit adultery or something? So
It's a Catholic.
Unless.
sorry.
I was like, where did that come
I'm
from?
just like thinking out loud.
You get you get to Nyx, and Nyx, as you approach, kind of stands up, and kind of looks pointedly at you, and begins to walk towards the door into the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
She walks to the door to the kitchen, and she walks to the door that leads to outside, and she'll open up the door and kind of like leave it open, and kind of hold it.
Yeah.
You follow outside, and you're immediately met with two other figures.
Oh.
Both are in like black cloaks with the hoods pulled down, and both of them with around like a type of like strap have masks that look very similar to the ones you and T have gotten, kind of around their chest. You recognize them based on the description that they gave you, as they are your masks are white with gold trim and kind of like red ink on it to depict your symbols. These masks are black with silver trim and like a light blue ink to depict the symbols on them. You recognize these as like the major arcana of the stack deck. And you see the two individuals that were at the bar with T last night. You see a very genderless and flamboyant looking half elf that has kind of like hair down to about here that's kind of like straight, and it's almost like it's silver, but like underneath it's almost like kind of translucent. It appears to be every color of the rainbow, like 5 or 6 different times. It sort of goes all throughout his hair. And he has like a whole lot of like piercings all through his ear, and like he has a piercing through his nose as well. He's just a very genderless and sort of very whimsical looking figure. The other one is a very sort of serious looking tiefling with like very pale red skin and green hair that kind of falls in waves down to, it's about like down to about here, down to about her like mid back, as they both just kind of like give you a nod as you approach, and you would see one of them kind of toss a similar cloak to Nyx, as Nyx kind of like slips into it, and then kind of from her side pulls up, and you see a similar black, silver, and light blue mask that she is holding as well, before she kind of gives you a nod. I figured you already knew, but after Colette wasn't very subtle about it, so to speak.
I mean, it's the word subtle in her dictionary.
I mean, that's definitely fair. But yeah, so Moon just kind of holds it up, and it seems to be like a a like light blue moon that kind of goes over the face with like a sort of like embroidered silver star that's kind of like right about here. Kind of, as long as I have these names right, I believe. Yeah. Kind of gestures to the tiefling, and just temperance.
Mm-hmm.
And where did I have these notes? I have so many notes, but I don't know where these specific notes are. Nope. This is garbage.
You always tell me later.
No, this is garbage.
And she would gesture to Noxus, and I retain full ability to retcon this if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, she would gesture to Noxus. Be like, this is, one could call my direct counterpart, Star. And you see he has the same exact mask as her, only his star is slightly bigger, and his star is in the light blue, whereas the moon is in the silver.
Mm-hmm.
We, there's a mission that we're partaking tonight that a few of us are needed for. Mel and Thay will be there as well. There's the three of us, and so will Colette when she's finished doing her thing. But, yeah, just wanted to give you the heads up. I can give you some updates when we're back. Hopefully we're successful in this, but, we're trying to recover something and it's guild related, so hopefully we can get the things from them that we need. Just wanted to give you the heads up on that.
You look so thrilled.
It's a job, and not an easy one at that, especially not when our best method is going to be stealth, but we have enough forces there that we will need all of us should it come to that. This is not the type of thing that I thrive in.
And what is that?
And she kind of pulls two daggers from her belt and kind of twirls them. Typically things where I'm by myself, but you do what you gotta. I'll do my best to be safe, but I won't be back anytime tonight, so don't wait up.
I figured you were going to be leaving soon and not coming back till the tournament anyway.
After this mission's done, I'll still be around for a few more days. Don't you worry. Not as long as I don't get killed here.
I think only one of us in this relationship is allowed to die.
Selfish.
Great team.
She's rubbed off
He's
on
joking
me.
about it.
No, she takes it as a joke. She kind of rolls her eyes and just goes, selfish. I'll do my best to be safe.
Oh, shouldn't it be fair? He's gonna like search his bag to pull out his own mask. Conqueror of Wands.
Fitting. Maybe one day you'll even get promoted. With that, she kind of slips her mask on. The other two slip their masks on as well, pull their hoods up to kind of obscure their identities. You would notice that Oblivion appears to have a scimitar on her side, and Noxus appears to have like 4 short swords, kind of like 2 at the hip, and then 1 like further down, like at the knees.
Does it have like its own little holster?
Mhm.
Ooh, that's cool.
I'll kind of nod to you and begin walking off. Before you also feel familiar tap on your shoulder.
I think he would be like, just because like so would try to get like one little like last tease in. He'd be like in the middle of like blowing a kiss before, and then turn around.
You turn around, you come face to face with another black, silver, and light blue mask. This one
Is it what?
appears to have it's kind of like almost like a tribal like swirl that goes across the one side, and then kind of like almost like sparkles that go across the other. Adorable. You immediately place the voice as Melanthe. Tomorrow, noon, out here, we'll practice.
Hold on just one moment. Before you go, the mission was a success.
I know.
I
I was already given a detailed report of everything you accomplished.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew. That's all.
Indeed. Well, tomorrow, noon. Please do not be late. With that, she's gone again.
Oh, there you are. Thank you.
Now,
Oh, I just cracked my back and I don't know if I can move again.
Now.
I'm just gonna sit like this on an angle. It like it crunched more than cracked, really.
T.
Yeah. Don't like that.
I have things for specific NPCs.
Sounds like a Black Rose theme.
You get to Colette's house. You're able to see it probably 500 or 600 feet away. Still, random pieces of wood kind of sticking out in different directions. Still very much burned down.
Okay.
Rain coming down quite heavily. Continue to approach.
Yeah.
You continue to approach. As you get to the front, where the front door used to be, you're able to see a figure to the left, kind of like where the bed used to be. But as you're kind of coming through like the front door, there's like the frame of it is kind of like broken straight in half, and there's just like on the right side there's like a post that's about 3 feet tall that just kind of abruptly ends, is like splintered. And you see sitting on that post is a black cloak, and an incredibly familiar looking mask that is white in color, with 3 red swords on one side, 3 red swords on the other side, that is embroidered in gold.
I don't even remember.
The silent
That's fine.
gun person, remember?
The what?
The Quiet Knight.
Quiet Night.
Fucking right! I fucking knew it!
Right?
Do you,
Right?
I was say, looking at that, do you continue to go in?
T just looks at that and goes, and just turns towards, continues in.
Colette is kind of laying against one of there's like a piece of wood that used to be part of the wall
Feels good.
that is kind of like broken off at like a 30-degree angle that she's just kind of like laying against without her cloak on, which she should probably put on soon. She's in sort of like a half set of leather armor that kind of just cuts off at like mid-thigh and just goes to the waist. And she just has like it seems like a very simple black band kind of wrapped around her chest, kind of leaving her midriff exposed, and she is absolutely soaked. You can see like her light blue hair is just kind of like off on either side of the beam, just like dripping water. She is just getting rained on. The other thing that you can see is strapped to each thigh, right where the leather armor ends, are sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like those,
Holsters?
yeah, kind of like the surreptitious thigh holsters, and she has 2 very familiar looking golden yellowish guns, one on each holster.
Garters.
Yeah, garters, one on each leg, she kind of is just like laying there looking up at the sky before kind of like hearing you and just kind of like leaning slightly forward, making eye contact with you before just...
I thought it was you.
I'm not always the best at keeping secrets. I probably shouldn't have said anything at the temple, but I couldn't help myself.
More so your body language more than anything. Not many people would approach a Ganassi for starters, and then rest their arms on either side of the head.
Lesbians.
Oh, so that's the O word people talk about.
On lesbians?
Yeah. Realistically, I probably should have not said anything and just kept my hands to myself if I really didn't want you figuring out, but...
Why not?
Why not what?
Have me figure it out.
That's the whole power of this identity, is that no one knows it's me. And I've made some enemies doing what I do, and if you don't know it's me, that means you're distant enough from me where I can still protect you via anonymity.
But you didn't want to be distant with me.
Well, she kind of like looks down at the guns, looks back up at you, looks down at the guns, looks back up at you. I guess that's what I'm trying to tackle now. It's a process. I'm not very good at this, but I'm trying. I figured you had the right to know.
You should think about it for a moment.
Especially given that I've been looking over your daughter for 2 months.
Yes.
And
What is this that I've heard that you had a boy suspended to the ceiling for an hour?
To the roof.
to be fair, he was never in any danger and he deserved it. He was mean to her.
Alright.
And no one is mean to...
But you threatened to kill some professor.
Her adopted daughter.
He was just being a racist prick. And to be fair, that is not the first time I've threatened to do that to him.
Okay.
Oh.
This one's...
But I do appreciate all that you've done for her.
Of course, it's I'm not gonna say anything else on that. Yeah, but yeah, this is kind of just picks up one of the guns and kind of twirls it. This is my life for the last 10 years.
Well, I'm sure you know I am, and I'll like rummage to get my mask out so she can see my mask as well.
Oh no, I know. It's just especially in my earlier years, a lot of the deck take jobs that agree with their morality and their own personal agenda in a way. I joined an assassin's guild for money.
I mean, can't say I haven't.
Joined an assassin's guild for money?
I killed people for money when I was younger.
Oh wow, 2 peas in a pod.
You do what you have to get by, especially when you live on the streets or here in Baldur's Gate.
Especially when you have to do it for someone else.
See, I had the opposite. When I started doing it for someone else, it became wrong and I had to get better.
It would have been wrong if Gab had ever known. You think Gab would put up with this?
Definitely not.
Well, then there you go. But I needed it to give her the best life she could. So, that's what I did. And I mean, I've met some pretty decent people along the way. You know, Nyx and Noxus and Oblivion and Mel. So, Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah?
Okay. I figured, but didn't
Oh.
have the confirmation.
Yeah, don't spread that one.
No,
She gets
I'm
touchy.
sure. There was only a handful of ways someone like her got away with everything that she gets away with.
Indeed. Well, she gets away with it for 2 reasons, but then again, I also get away with it for another reason as well. There's another minor arcana that you are well aware of. I'll give you a hint, more daggers than you know what to do with.
Might? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was Aqua or not.
Also, really don't spread that one around. Aqua doesn't know, and she would kill her. No, she would kill me, and then kill her. And then use both of our bodies to beat Sandra to death as well, so...
Creative.
Sounds pretty common.
Swings them by their tails.
It's not cutthroat. It's pretty like blunt, bludgeoning kind of damage. Sorry.
Speaking of
I'll have you know, if you rat me out and get me killed, I'm almost not gonna like you anymore.
Oh, we have ways to bring you back now. It's fine.
That's not
Even if you
comforting.
pass away.
And not as a ferox. We could keep you.
Sure, just offer up my 300 gold worth of diamonds to anybody.
Honestly, it almost makes it worse. I look adorable with ears like that.
Wouldn't
I
be
would cry if you did this.
a what's the word I'm looking for? A downside? No, and it wouldn't be a negative.
Glad to know. But I kind of like being a Ganassi.
We are better than most races.
That's true.
Dangerous ideology.
Well, we actually have
Dangerous Black Rose.
a job to do tonight, so I just wanted to get this off my chest before anything else happens. You deserve to know. If I'm going to be honest with you about stuff, I guess.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you woken up with tattoos recently?
Have I?
Yes. Perhaps on your wrists.
She looks down at her wrists, which aren't covered. She doesn't have anything.
No, if something does happen, let me know.
Will do. Would that be a plus or a minus in your book?
I don't exactly know what it means, so...
Souls are
Let's
working.
Right.
A Plinus.
I love that. Wow. She kind of like throws on the robe, the cloak.
I would step up and tie the cloak for her.
Oh my god,
Good
just
scratch.
kiss her already.
We've been drinking tonight.
Actually, Sandra gave me non-alcoholic cider at the bar.
Meanwhile, Rosalie's like,
It's odd.
Getting drunk.
You're normally not this touchy.
I'm not actually touching you, and she'll put up the hood.
You normally don't like getting this close to people physically, unless you're hitting them.
We're hitting on them.
Could be arranged.
What?
what?
Just baps her across the
She
head.
opens her mouth and then just
Is
immediately
this a
closes it and
Spanish
just
soap
goes,
opera?
I don't know.
I'm busy tonight, otherwise maybe. She does it with like a shit-eating grin on her face as she puts the mask on. And you see a very familiar figure standing in front of you.
Thanks for not shooting me.
Maybe hit her.
Yeah!
Thanks for shooting my friend and
Somewhere-
That must mean you really love
Somewhere
me.
so just suddenly sneezes like, what the fuck?
Uh,
Killable.
You can probably call that a weakness. Even if I thought you were doing the wrong thing, I don't know that I could bring myself to do that.
I'm not like
But you can shoot her friends.
I find
Hit
myself
the
in a similar
mouth.
position.
and spider legs.
Really, no?
I can dig it.
I suppose.
I've never wanted to go on a mission less.
Make sure you do return.
I'll try my best not to die. If I do, take care of Gab for me, if you would.
Oh, I won't let you stay dead. Don't you worry.
Good to know. Well, then I suppose this is the last time you will see the Quiet Night until I inevitably come and rescue your ass in the middle of the night when you try something stupid like assaulting the guild on the bridge again.
What do you mean?
Sounds like fun.
That she kind of walks off into the night.
Don't catch a cold in this rain.
Yes, Mom.
She was laying in the rain with
She
no
was.
fucking clothes
Yeah.
on.
I burned down the house.
Yeah, it's
For
like
a fact.
Very dramatic. It's very,
Probably
very
because T takes 5 more
No,
minutes on
totally.
putting the clothes
You
on.
did it. You broke the scene down to its bare essentials.
very moody.
what the fuck's going on?
She kind of like
anymore?
turns back at you and you can like... She's already underneath the mask. We can like almost feel the eyebrow quirk as you're suggesting that her, an elemental Ganassi from up north, would like become sick because of the temperature. Just kind of nods and continues like shaking her head as she walks off.
She would grab a rest before she could step out and just be like, how long do you think you'll be
Damn.
gone?
That was good.
Most of the night. I'll try to be back before dawn. I wouldn't recommend waiting up unless you really want to.
Yeah, and she's gonna like pause for a minute and like think about what she's doing and then just pull her in for a hug and then immediately push her away and be like, good luck.
I love that.
Pull her in for a kiss. You forget she's wearing a mask. Clunk.
You're gonna be the death of me. That turns and walks off. Oh,
as long as it's not someone else.
by the way, if you did want to stay up, I figured that the sunrise is probably really pretty to watch with the new giant 60-foot tall tree that appeared on top of our tower.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry about that.
So probably at this moment walked upstairs to see you and went, oh no.
Meanwhile, Solstice is like,
This is the most water I've had in 1,000 years.
With that,
this is good.
Having a good
she departs into the night, and that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Bye, Colette.
Goodbye. Have a beautiful night.
So, thank
God,
you
that's
all
scary. I thought
so
you were
much for
drunk.
tuning in and watching. It was a super duper fun night
good.
for me. I have been looking forward to doing that scene with Colette and T for fucking weeks now. I'm so excited that it got to happen.
And now I can talk to Pat all about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I was about to say, yeah, now you can see that, like, as soon as it happened, Lucian was just there, knowing it's Colette because that's his best friend. It's just like, oh, that's my best friend. Don't do anything dumb. Her, shoot Syl. Him.
Like, and the whole time I was like,
Let's say it was,
Oh, I said,
it was literally like the, I was to say for any of you that are South Park fans, like the episode with Tiger Woods in it, which is Lucian just don't do anything dumb. Her, fucking shoot Syl. Just like, you motherfucker. Just like starts chasing after him.
it's like my favorite thing to say.
But yeah, just full on going after him. And then, like, Kai, like, pulled aside and was like, you know who that is? And he's like, yes. And Kai was like, tell me. And he was like, all right, I told you. Now tell everyone else. And he was like, it's not my secret to tell. And Kai was like, I'll kill you. And so Lucian was like, bitch, I'd love to see you try. I will break you in half and step on your fucking pieces.
Bitch,
And Kai was like,
fuck you do.
but Kai was like, fair counterpoint, but I'm still angry. But
How dare you
anyway,
not tell us
It
your
was
secret?
cooler than that.
it was recorded. It was so good.
but anyway, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. because we're gonna have a super fun, super chaotic thing happening. So
serving
yeah,
drinks
we'll
then.
see you tomorrow at 11. We'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. And until then, we love you, we appreciate you, and until next time, we've been the unlucky few. Bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching. If you like that, check out our next live stream. We stream every Saturday on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We upload recordings to our YouTube channel every Wednesday. If you want to see more content from us, check out our Twitch, YouTube, and other social medias. All links in the description. Be sure to keep an eye out for some bonus content upcoming. And until then, we'll see you next time.